brothers who are just regular brothers. These two brothers. But let's get back to the brothers. They have a strong bond. It's two brothers and they're gonna. It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
All right, mic check, microphone check. Check your mics. Check them twice. Don't have to ask you thrice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Thunder. Welcome back to the Two Brothers Podcast. I'm here with my co-host,
Agents. Nope.
Right, Agent. Definitely not take a name. No one else named Agent.
No.
On the internet.
My name is Dang It. I had a name, and then right after I was about to start saying it, I forgot it. I am the amazing, the incredible, the invincible, the one and only Stanley Ipkiss.
Why do you keep coming up with these names that are already someone else's name? That's so funny. I like how you, since the theme of this episode is Marvel, that you went with amazing, incredible, invincible. Like,
yeah, I know.
That's pretty solid. What are you, the Iron Spider Hulk?
No, more so just thinking like, somewhere in the realm of the Gilgamesh Saiyan hybrid Omnitrix type dealio.
Right.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Gilgamesh, Omnitrix,
Saiyan, Kryptonian.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
Patara ring.
Yeah.
Watch. Flaming hair type of guy,
Pandora's box.
Dang, what's Generator Rex's thing?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah,
it was some sort of like mutant micro
mechanical thing.
Yeah, some sort of like microscopic robot things or whatever.
Yeah, that's not nanobots, it's something else.
It was kind of like nanobots.
Yeah. But
something I will say, Generator Rex was a pretty good show.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But I feel like it was lacking in the animation department.
No, the animation was nice. It was on the same level of like the Ben 10s and Teen Titans and everything.
But that's what I'm saying. Original Ben 10, the first Ben 10, right?
Yeah.
And Teen Titans, that animation to this day holds up. Yeah. But it's like really good. Like the colors, the smoothness, the framing, like just like the animations. I feel like Generator Rex was just too flat. And I also feel like what was the second Ben 10 show? Was that Omnitrix?
Yeah.
That was because it was Omnitrix and then it was like Alien Force. Yeah, I even felt like I feel like it got better. I feel like Alien Force was pretty good, but I feel like that was also still kind of flat. I felt like Generator Rex was a little flat. Generator Rex the animation felt a little close to Totally Spies to me a little bit too.
No, Totally Spies had a different type of animation. They were more bubbly.
But
more bright too. Generator Rex was like a darker.
No, 100%. I mean, like I think it's like the studios. It's not the same studio.
Even the lining, like their shading and like the outlines, like of the characters and stuff.
In what?
Generator Rex and Totally Spies, like they were different. Like I feel like Totally Spies had more sharper like outlines like of the characters and props and
like
everything.
Their like outline was thinner. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think that Generator X's outlines looked pretty thin too.
No, I think they're a little bit more bolder.
They are more bolder, but then Totally Spy. But in general, they're not that bold.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
But like, did you ever see this one show? It was like, I mean, because that's the thing is, I think not Code Lyoko. It was like a Canadian animation company. It was this other show that was like a spooky show. It was like Freddy. It was something like that, like
Freddy Fazbear's.
No, not Freddy Fazbear. It was like Freaky Freddy's or something like that, where it was like
Freaky Friday.
No, not Freaky Friday. That's complete
Freakier Friday.
No, that's sequel? Lindsay Lohan shit. No, it was an animated show. That was, I think it was the production company was called like Moon Scoop or something like that.
Sure, it wasn't Scoop Moon.
No, it's like, are you sure it just wasn't what you just said backwards?
Or just Moon Pie? I think it was Moon Pie.
I think it was Brothers Warner. Are you sure it wasn't?
Network cartoon?
Yeah. Well, you sure it wasn't, Mount Para?
Sure it wasn't Plus Disney?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of something. What's another one?
I want to go with whatchamacallit. Nickelodeon, but that's just
Yeah,
one word.
Elodian Nick. Yeah. But no, I've always felt like Generator X could have had better animation, but I also feel like American animation in general was always lacking, I guess, compared to anime.
Yeah.
It's always just been flat. Like, you can say things about like the original like Batman the animated series because of the way they did that was on like black paper, and you can tell the difference. You can tell that animation was more fluid and more vibrant.
Also hand drawn type animation though.
A lot of this stuff was in that era was hand drawn. I think, well, maybe by the time we get to Generator X, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, but by that time it was more computer generated.
True, because things were getting more computer generated around that time. Because what was that, like 08, 09 or something?
Yeah, something like that. Damn. Speaking of 08, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk.
Both Iron Man 1. Yeah, Iron Man 1 and Hulk.
Both came out.
And Hulk 1. I'm just keep calling it a Hulk 1 just in case.
I mean, Thor Ragnarok's it's a Hulk movie.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
It's literally, the movie with Thor in the name, in the title. That's a Hulk movie, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's like, Civil War. There's a Civil War movie, but Captain America's name's in the title. It's not a Captain America movie.
Yeah, it's a Captain America. What do you mean?
No, it's Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War is a Captain America comic book.
No, it's its own comic.
What?
It's its own comic line. It's not Captain America. So it's not in the comic book. It's not Captain America Civil War. It's just Civil War.
Right, but Captain America was kind of the protagonist of that.
Well, who cares about the protagonist?
It was Civil War was about Cap and Tony.
Exactly.
So it was about the two of them
and everybody else.
Yeah, but everybody else were more side characters. That's what I'm saying. In the overarching Civil War story, Cap and Tony are kind of, Steve and Tony are really the main kind of characters. It really is like their ideologies.
So then why isn't it Captain America and Iron Man Civil War? Captain America,
That's
Iron
what I'm
Man,
saying.
Civil War.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's not an Iron Man movie.
You know
what it is? But it is a Civil War is a Captain America movie. What are you talking about?
No.
It's not just a Civil War movie. He's the protagonist of that movie. He is also the protagonist of that comic book.
No, Iron Man's protagonist of that movie, and Iron Man's protagonist of that comic book.
If Iron Man was the protagonist of Captain America Civil War, it would be called either Iron Man Civil War, or it would have just been called Civil War.
It should have been just called Civil War.
It could have just been called Avenger Civil War.
That's what I'm saying.
But it wasn't. It was a Captain America movie. Like Bucky Barnes is like a mainstay. Like
it's
the entire
only a Captain America story because his name's in the title.
Hard incorrect. Not even disagree. Just hard incorrect.
Hard correct.
He's not only is he clearly the protagonist. Peggy Carter dies. With the Bucky Barnes is like a main feature.
Hydra agent.
He's not a SHIELD agent. What do you mean?
Peggy Carter.
Oh yeah, Peggy Carter's a SHIELD agent.
SHIELD agent. What Hydra is it? Agent.
Right. What is your point?
That doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter?
Peggy Carter and what's his face with the left arm.
The two most important people in Captain America's life. The woman he was in love with and basically his brother and best friend.
Yeah, they don't matter. She's been dead for however knows how long.
And she dies in that movie. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she quote unquote dies.
She's
officially.
been dead. However long she's been dead, 5 minutes. She just died.
Her body died, but her relationship with Steve died when Steve went in the ice. So she could have died like 2 days after he went into the ice, and it would not have changed the story because he hooks up with her granddaughter right afterwards.
Niece.
Whatever. Same thing. It's in the family.
Not the same thing.
It's in the family.
Yeah, young relative, yeah.
And then his best friend, who was basically dead once he got captured by Hydra, and then, well, we're not talking about Civil War, but basically dead, so he got captured by Hydra, and then is basically reborn in this movie, only to just become an enemy, and then back to becoming a friend. And only because Tony was like, being a baby about it.
None of this has anything that is disproving that this is in fact a Captain America movie.
Because it's not.
No, that's what I just said. Nothing you just said is disproving that this is not a Captain America movie.
It's proving that it is not a Captain America movie. Correct.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
That's what I just said. It
because none of
isn't.
this stuff matters.
How
That's
does
what
it
I'm
not
saying.
matter? It's a main feature of the plot. What are you talking
Of
about?
Captain America's story, they're
Which
not giving
is-
everybody else's story.
That's the point. If you have
No.
a film and the
It should
runtime
be
takes up,
about everybody because it's a Civil War
okay.
movie.
So now you're making a different argument. Instead of saying Civil War is not a Captain America movie, what
'Cause
you're
it's
saying
not.
is it shouldn't have been a Captain America
No,
story.
it's not a Captain America movie.
It is a Captain America movie. What you're arguing is that you think it shouldn't have been.
No,
You're
no.
basically saying
It's not
Captain
Captain
America's
America.
entire storyline got a bunch of screen time, and then there was a bunch of other characters that didn't get screen time, but they should have. It's like, okay, then that's a different movie.
No. Captain America Civil War is not a Captain America movie. It's just a Civil War movie with Captain America in the front of it.
Okay, there's a difference between making a claim and then validating that claim. If
Which I
you
just
say
did.
something, you can't say it and then be like, it is what it is. It's like
Because it is.
you have to validate the claim by giving some form of information.
How was a cup a cup? Because it's a cup. Because we already qualified it as a cup.
No, because then what's the difference between a cup and a bowl?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Nothing.
One is round, one is spherical, one is cylinder.
They're both circles.
Irrelevant.
Not relevant.
They do completely different things.
They do the same thing.
No, they don't.
What do they do differently?
You can put any liquid in any
Bowl or cup?
You could put a liquid in a box. So then what's the difference between a box and a cup? It's like
Nothing.
you could
one
be
is square, one is circle. That's the difference.
if you can't holding a box is more awkward than holding a cup.
Yeah, true.
If you could put like soda in a bowl and drink it, but that would be dumb. You could put soup in a cup, which is more portable, but if you're having like a meal, you also can't put like noodles if you like there are like cup noodles.
Exactly.
But the difference, it's still a cup. That doesn't stop it from being a cup. You can put different things in cups and bowls, but the physical makeup of it is different. There are certain things that you use a bowl for that you can't use a cup for. And there are
Like
certain
what?
noodles,
You could put cups in noodles.
food.
You could put food in cups. They're
It's
the
still
same thing.
they're not the same thing. They're
It's the
still a
same thing.
different thing. It's a different word and they're made differently and they're used for different things.
That's like
You-
saying pants
you
and
can
pantaloons
put-
are different things.
You can put a brownie in a cup. You can put anything. You can put marbles in a cup. Just
put
because
marbles in a bowl.
you can do it, but that's not what its intended purpose is.
Who said that that's intended purpose?
What are you talking about? The person who invented it, the way it's been used for centuries.
Just because it's been used for a century doesn't mean that's the only way and should be the only way that it's used.
But that's its definition. That's not the point.
Or definitions have changed.
What even does no, they don't. What do you mean?
What? Definitions
don't
have changed over countless times.
Something is what it is. That's why it has a definition for it.
And then those definitions change.
Okay, if something is what it is, and you define it, it doesn't change.
And then you redefine it.
That doesn't make any sense.
So that's all the people who redefine things.
But that doesn't make any sense. That's the point. Like if something just is what it is, you can't be like something's a dog and be like, actually that's a cat now. It's like,
Yeah.
but it's always been a dog. It's a dog.
No, it's quote unquote always been a dog because we've said it's always been a dog. But if we decide to change that it's no longer a dog, then it's no longer a dog.
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't talk to me about it. Don't make sense.
What do you mean? No, you're the one not making sense. A dog is a dog.
Yeah,
it
we
can't
we
not
say
be
that now.
No, we can't.
But
No,
if we want to say it's a cat, and then 300 years of us saying it's a cat, then everybody.
You're
300 years
arguing
later,
language. You're arguing the word cat and dog. I'm saying
and the
that
definition of
a
it
canine is a canine. Its DNA, its biology is what it is.
because we gave it that definition.
No, we didn't give it the definition. It exists in nature. We didn't invent dogs.
Where do you think the name of it came from? You think it came from out of the blue?
No,
some human being gave
I
it
just said that. You're arguing language.
that. No, I'm arguing definition.
Which is language.
Definition comes from someone.
It comes from words. It comes from language, but the entity is still
You saying
itself.
it comes from language doesn't mean anything, though.
Yes, it does.
No,
a dog is a dog.
Veganizing it too much.
A dog is a dog. Even in different languages, whatever they're all. Although even though they're saying different words, it's still the same thing. It's still the same entity.
Until you change it.
No, it doesn't. If I say the dog is something else, the dog doesn't magically physically If I say a dog is a spider, it doesn't grow 6 fucking legs.
Because it doesn't need to.
It's
You're
still a dog.
changing it. You're changing the definition of what it is.
You're not changing the definition. You're just changing the language.
No, language is too vague, though. Because you can say everything is language because everything has a name to it. So you can always say it's language.
But that's the thing is, it's about the consistency of language. It's like if you
language has changed.
If you that's the point. It's like you can fuck up a language, you can bastardize a language, but that's not good. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't pretend like there aren't definitions. You shouldn't.
Are we fighting right and wrongs now? What's right and what's wrong? We can't dictate what's right and what's wrong.
Why not? Who dictates what's right and wrong?
No one should dictate what's right and wrong.
So then nothing is nothing. So everything's chaos.
Yes.
And you think that's a good thing?
I don't think anything's good nor bad. I think it's a thing.
Okay, so that's okay. That's okay. And that's funny because basically if you had like 3 parties, if you had someone that wanted things to be good and someone who wanted things to be bad, and then you have the person in the middle who wants things to be chaos, so then sometimes things would be good and randomly sometimes things would be bad.
Yeah.
Okay. But then that's bad for society.
True. I mean, it depends on the society that
But then that's
run.
the thing is, the person who's chaotic would be like, well, yeah, sometimes things are going to be bad and sometimes things are going to be good. In general, I think things should be as good as you can make them.
Yeah, that's
obviously right. Like obviously, you don't have full, complete control over everything. But if life was a random chaos, then like you wouldn't have like modern civilization and technology and stuff.
I mean, life is kind of random chaos. It's
No,
just
it
more
is.
structural random chaos.
Yeah, life itself, like existence, is random chaos. But that's the thing is, you can't control things like the weather or like blizzards and stuff.
Exactly.
But you can control. You can
Your
build
reaction to it.
You can build a house, and you can build, like heating and air conditioning and stuff like that so people can comfortably live in modern society.
Right.
But in order to do that, you need supply chain, you need to mine the raw materials. So you need a society, of healthy functioning society, to have that.
Or this is a community. If not a society, a community.
But then that's the thing is, a society is just like a larger community. But that's the thing is, whenever people start to like say nothing matters and nothing and we should just have chaos and everything, it's like, all right, if you want to fucking
kill everybody,
live in the Stone Age, sure. It's like all right, just be inconsistent with your definition of what a dog is, be inconsistent with your definitions of what anything is, then no one can properly communicate because everyone's fucking confused, and then you just don't have society.
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, fine, I guess, if that's really what you want to do, if you just want to burn your fucking country down.
I mean, at this point, in this day and age, I mean, most people do want to burn the country down.
Yeah, and I think that's I kind of feel like if Elon Musk had like a moon base, like I know he's trying to get to Mars, but if he had like a moon base, and even if it wasn't good, even if he was like, the anti-gravity's off, in a couple of years your like bones are gonna like hurt. It's like, the accommodations are not great. You're gonna have like a bunk bed, but we can all just fuck off to the moon. And then everyone still left here can do whatever they want, and they can all just have no borders and just hold hands and sing Kumbaya and just, and I can just watch from the moon as like all of society burns down and like crumbles, and every plan and idea they have. I kind of want to just let you know what? Your ideas are so fucking dumb and retarded. I'll let you you can have Earth.
Now let y'all figure this stuff out, bro.
I'll come back in 50 years just to tell you I told you so. It's exactly. Like I kind of want to just let them ruin the planet.
Yeah. See, like I will go to the moon base only because I want to see an explosion from the moon base on the planet, because that means that's a really big explosion if I can see it from the moon. Yeah,
if you can see like a dot, like a small dot on Earth, you're like, that's a country. That's very large, actually.
I was like, dang, that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
All right, good thing I'm safe up here.
All right.
In a couple years, I'll die.
Good thing I'm light years away.
But
yeah, I think Captain America Civil War is a Captain America movie, obviously. But
that's definitely just a Civil War movie.
But, Iron Man.
And the Incredible Hulk. Speaking of chaos and uncontrollable chaos, the Incredible Hulk.
Is he uncontrollable chaos?
No, the way that he became the Incredible Hulk was uncontrolled.
Was it? Or was it a controlled science experiment?
No, because they didn't want to turn him into the Hulk.
True, but still, I mean, it's like a lot of machinery, and it was like they were attempting to do something.
Yeah, they're trying to, increase gamma resistance.
It was like an accident.
Yeah. So uncontrollable things that happen while trying to do experiments cause accidents, basically.
And this is so the first Hulk was done by a guy named Ang Lee.
Okay.
And that was like not really the MCU. That was the boy. Oh no, wait, yeah.
Oh,
was
okay.
that Eric Bana?
My bad. I thought okay. So we're talking about, if you're talking about the first Hulk, but no, that was Hulk Hogan.
No, what? No, not that Hulk.
Oh, we're not going that far back?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not talking about wrestlers. I'm talking about the movie.
No, because
This movie is like he's already on the run. And
there's
then
a movie where there's a guy, really big guy, in all green, painted all green. I guess.
Oh, you talking about the show?
No, I think it was a movie. It might have been a show.
You talking about Lou Ferrigno?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about
Hulk.
that. I'm saying this movie has the boy. The main actor is Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Right.
This one we're
But I'm talking about the other one with Eric Bana.
Okay, because it was two of them.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So the first one is actually tells the whole like story.
Yeah, from
the
his
whole like
childhood and everything.
But this one is like he's already the Hulk and he's on the run and everything.
Exactly.
So is this taking place in the same universe?
What,
is it basically?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that movie is kind of like Loki in the MCU, but we just kind of don't really talk about it?
No, from my understanding, I think it's 03. That's the 03 Hulk.
Yeah.
That one is not the prelude of the 08 Hulk, from my understanding. Only because of the way that it ends. Because after the first Hulk, after the 03 Hulk, I don't think it has a sequel. But at the end of that one, the Absorbing Man gets him, and like they're in the water, and he's all like, the Absorbing Man's like, oh, you have such this boundless amount of energy, I need to take it all. And he's all like, oh, if you want to take it, then take it all. And then he makes him explode and everything. And then after that, he still has it. It's still uncontrollable, and he's just in the woods. He's like by himself, if I'm not mistaken. Or he dies. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't die. Plus, the two Hulks are just vastly different. Like the 08 Hulk is different from the 03 Hulk, not just in appearance, but also just like how they operate and how they move. And I don't want to. You could chalk that up to time has passed, so he's gained more understanding. But if that was the case, then Bruce would have gotten even more control over it in that time frame. That's 5 years. Because in the span of the 08 movie, he gets more control over it in like 2 weeks. So if we're going to say he got more control in 2 weeks than he did in 5 years.
Right.
It's like, come on now.
Yeah, so it makes sense that because it's like he gains so much control over the Hulk in that 5 years. And then as the MCU continues, it seems to be kind of random when he can and can't control it.
Yeah.
Because it seems like by the time we get to Avengers, he pretty much can control it.
Yeah, he can turn it on and off.
But then...
Well, he can turn it on at will, I should say. And then by the end of... And then, he turns it off by himself. In Avengers. And then during Ultron, he can turn it off by himself, but then he needs Black Widow to help him turn it off. And at the end of Ultron, that he like dips off into space.
Yeah, it was the end of Ultron where he leaves for space. But that's the thing is like in the Avengers, it seems like he's like stress isn't really the thing that ignites it.
Yeah.
And then even Tony was trying to like bring it out of him and see what would bring it out of him. But he's like, and everyone's like nervous that he is going to Hulk out. And he's like, guys, don't worry about it. So he doesn't seem to be worried about turning into the Hulk. And so it seems that the only reason he does is obviously the bomb that blows up. But it's not even the bomb that does it. It's like the scepter that did it.
Right.
It was like the scepter was fucking with him.
Yeah,
and then the bomb kind of ignited it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the scepter was already fucking with the Hulk internally. And then when the bomb went off, it kind of knocked him unconscious.
Exactly.
So then the Hulk came out just because he was unconscious.
Yeah.
So then when he gets to New York and he's all like, that's my secret cap, I'm always angry, and turns into the Hulk and everything and punches the giant Chimera thing. Is that what it's called?
No.
It's called like a giant, it's called like a...
We'll know when we get to that
space
movie.
worm dragon thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then by the time you get to Ultron, it's like he can Hulk out kind of whenever he wants. But I think the come down is still a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I think because that's why you have Black Widow and the whole sun's getting low thing. Because he seems to still be kind of in it. But then also, even with that scene, he doesn't really seem that angry. He just seems kind of like frustrated and kind of having a tantrum.
Exactly.
He's just still in Hulk mode, just still looking for more shit to break.
Mm-hmm.
And then it clearly is physically taxing, because even when he comes down and he's just like himself, it's physically taxing. And then you need Scarlet Witch to like turn him into the Hulk again. And so it's kind of like you usually kind of, the come down is hard, but he can activate it whenever he wants.
Exactly.
And they just, every situation, it just kind of like keeps putting him in this scenario where like something has to, whether it's the Scepter or whether it's Scarlet Witch, something has to trigger it. And so it's like, by the time we get to like modern day, he doesn't really seem to have too much of it. And then he gets to the point where he can't bring it out, where the Hulk doesn't want to come out.
Exactly.
And then, and then he spends all those years as like on Sakaar, like as like Hulk, and like Thor had to tell my brother that was years ago. Like he's like, I've been the Hulk for years.
Yeah.
And so he didn't even have a clue. So then it's kind of like, okay, now he's like so much shit. So when he was at his like most peaceful, even when he was in like in Avengers, when he's like in the war zone.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, he like had some control over it because he was like on top of it. But then hanging out with the Avengers and dealing with the fucking Scepters and Loki and crazy
Scarlet
shit and
Witch
going
and all
into
that other
space, it's like, you know, that just kind of fucked him up. I mean, you know, boxing with Thanos, it was just like his whole shit. And then it's like, yeah, him becoming, we're skipping through a lot of shit, but like, you know, it's like becoming like Professor Hulk and stuff, like off screen. It's like
too soon.
They should just put it in the movie, bro. It's like, of all the shit, it's like,
he should have had his own movie to do it, but
that's the thing.
Soon. It's like he should have been Professor. He should not have been Professor Hulk that soon. It's only been like what, 5 years, like in like their timeline, like 5 years from like Avengers till he becomes Professor Hulk. Like probably less than 5 years. So it's like he should not have became Professor Hulk that.
Yeah, what did he say? 16 months in a gamma lab.
Yeah, because 3 years he was off planet. So yeah, it had been 3 years plus 16 months. It's too quick.
But I would have said, instead of having the Captain Marvel movie in between Infinity War and the Endgame, if it was a Hulk movie, and we saw
how he became that, I would have been like, okay with him becoming Professor Hulk. I still would have said it's probably still too soon for it, but I would have been more okay with it because I would have got the idea of why he became it and how he became it.
You would have saw him struggle with it, and you would have really seen the internal struggle.
Exactly.
So, and whatever villain he was fighting,
you would see him having to like go into the Hulk, and then him having to force himself out of the Hulk, and then probably having that conversation between like him and the Hulk inside of his own head, doing a lot of meditation and whatnot.
I think seeing that moment of him being like pure, having maybe like a last, quote unquote, last final moment of being like a very savage, most insane, crazy, angry Hulk.
Yeah.
And just gamma radiation just bursting off of him and stuff, and have him fight whatever villain he would be fighting. And then for the next time you see him in Endgame, for him to be like wearing the sweater and being chill would be funny. It'd be like, okay. It's like, now that he's integrated his personality with Hulk, the idea that he'd be like, then it would be funny. But just seeing not seeing the Hulk pretty much in Infinity War at all. You see him at the beginning, he loses to Thanos, and then by the end, it's just Bruce Banner in the like Hulkbuster suit.
Yeah.
And then like the next time we see him, he's Professor Hulk. It's like, really? It's like we haven't even seen the Hulk. The last time we technically saw the Hulk was like when he was like in the park, and he was like telling the Hulk to come out, and then the Hulk was like, no, like or whatever. And then we just don't see. Also, when's the last time we've seen the Hulk then? Is that the last time we've seen the Hulk? Because ever since then,
like Hulk, no, technically the last time we've seen Hulk would have been in Ultron, Age of Ultron. After because
even on in Thor Ragnarok, because even on Sakaar, that's Thor. No, I mean that's Hulk.
Yeah, that's
Hulk.
Yeah, it's Hulk, but like.
You mean Rage Hulk?
Yeah.
No, but that's still, I mean, because like the character Hulk is like in a completely different identity inside Bruce Banner.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, that on Sakaar is the Hulk.
Okay, so then Thor Ragnarok's the last time we see Hulk.
No, because even in Infinity War, that's also the Hulk fighting Thanos.
Yeah,
that's the Hulk fighting Thanos, and then that's what I'm saying. The very last time we see him is when he's in that park. When Iron Man's like, "All right, man,
that's only his face though."
But that's still him. I'm just saying any semblance of his character at all. He comes out for a second and tells Bruce Banner, no, he's not coming out.
Okay, then no.
And then we literally never see him for the rest of Infinity War. And then in Endgame, that's what I'm saying. That might be the last moment we saw Hulk.
No, because technically when he was still in the Hulkbuster suit, he had asked for him to come out again.
Oh, and yeah, what did he say? No?
Yeah, he said no again.
So then the last time we've really seen Hulk is just him saying no twice.
pretty much.
And then
Maybe like some veins like coming up.
Yeah. So
Coming
that's
up
what I'm
the neck.
saying. As far as the character of the entity inside Bruce Banner, that's the last time we've seen Hulk. It's been like 7 years. It's like, what are we talking about? We're gonna get into that too, as we are currently talking about the beginning of the MCU. But we are gonna get into like the kind of what is even happening in like the current state of the MCU.
Exactly.
But talking about this beginning, what do you think of this movie?
Actually, first, let's do a run through the entire movie. Speed run in the movie. We're not going to take too long on the movie. We're already 3 hours in, so we're going to speed run the entire the Incredible Hulk movie. We got, so at the very beginning, cut to a forest, pan out.
I'm dead. He's reading the script.
The safari, the year 1764. Gamma radiation lab. Bruce Banner sitting at a lab. No, I'm joking. None of that happened. So,
right.
so basically, Bruce
It's
Banner.
the bottom of the ninth.
Bottom of the ninth. In the 12th inning.
Right. Bruce Banner steps up to the plate. Like, wait, what?
Goes in for the free throw.
Right.
It's a touchdown.
Like, wait, what is happening right now?
But Bruce Banner, he's in the
No, I'm sorry.
Mexico location.
I'm sorry. I just imagined the Hulk in like a 90s Air Bud type movie where he's like some little league team like, we need a new player, and it's like, it's Bruce Banner.
It's all like, what's up, guys?
No, I can't. I don't do that anymore.
It's like, man, I put that
Play
away
baseball?
years ago.
You never played baseball. What are you talking about?
This is like, oh, no, I played catch with my dad once. And, I can't go back to that ever again,
Right.
guys.
We need a new coach for our little league team.
It's like, no.
Bruce Banner.
It's like, I can't. I coached one team to minute to the finals, and I can't do it again, guys.
The idea of some 12-year-old pitching to Bruce Banner, and then he just turns into the Hulk, and he just sends it to space.
And breaks the bat at the same time.
Just sets the bat on fire, and just launches the ball straight to the moon.
And he's all like, did we win? It's like, no, you're immediately ejected from the game.
Right, forfeit.
We lost.
You are an Avenger playing T-ball. Get out of here, bro.
There are 6-year-olds. You're 47.
What are you doing here, bro?
Leave.
Get out of here. The entire stands are just silent. Like, can this middle-aged man get out of here?
Everybody stands up. They're
Can
booing
this
this
giant
man.
giant green monster? Can you get out of here, bro?
Oh my gosh, bro.
Boo this man.
Bro, Mucinex.
Yeah.
That's not how you say it.
Mucinex.
Oh, got a glow up, I see.
I'm dead.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
But The Incredible Hulk 2008 starts in some Spanish speaking location. I think it's Guatemala. It's not Guatemala.
Right.
But he's trying to stay low profile. Ross is all like, yo, there's a white guy in a Spanish speaking country. It's probably Bruce. Go get him.
Wait, Ross?
Yeah.
Who, Thunderbolt Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Cool. Because like, I probably don't know his name right. So it's like,
no, you're right.
He's like, yo, get that white guy. He hulks out. I like that scene, like when we first see the Hulk, because it's like a horror. Like to me, it was like a horror movie because like he's shrouded in darkness. You only see bits and pieces of him until like the very last scene that you see him, and like you see his full body. And, like those are forklift at a guy. Dope stuff. So like
that's pretty sick. That would be an interesting take. Get the boy Sam Raimi to do another Marvel movie. Have him do a Hulk movie.
Yeah.
And then the first 30 minutes is just like a fucking Cloverfield movie or something, or like or that one Godzilla movie, the one with Bryan Cranston in it.
Not the Godzilla by name only, because it was a good Godzilla movie. I know what you're talking about.
Because it was Godzilla. It was when they were really trying to bring him back.
Yeah,
that movie was good though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Because it had the boy Aaron Taylor Johnson in it, who's in Kick-Ass. Yeah. So it had him in it, and who's also Quicksilver. So yeah. It was like, that was like a whole scene where there was like, train tracks would be on fire and they're in the woods and it's like, so it's like it would be like everywhere. It would be like a camera crew or something following like just a trail of destruction. And it's like, there's something in the trees.
The trees will move around.
And just, just constantly showing up to like, burning buildings and just the wake of Hulk's destruction. So it's not an action scene of him
Exactly.
showing up, smashing a bunch of stuff. It's just like the trail of his destruction and like how spooky and like
how scary and how dangerous he is.
We need to stop this thing. What is it?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to figure out like the path that he's taking and where he's going to be next, trying to evacuate people. And everything.
Making the Hulk scary would be cool. And then you could really dial in the CGI because it would be like at nighttime.
Exactly.
So you wouldn't have to go too crazy with it.
Not at all. Save some money.
Make it look sick.
So what happens after that? He leaves. He makes his way to America. Ross and what's his face? Blonsky.
Big homie Blonsky.
Ross and Blonsky are talking. Ross is all like, yo, super soldier serum, we're gonna inject into your bone marrow. He's all like, bet, I want to go for round 2. Then Bruce Banner gets to America. He's looking for Betty Barnes, whatever her name is. Looking for her.
Betty Brant.
Doesn't matter.
Betty Ross. Because that's the daughter.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Whatever. He goes to a pizza shop. He gets some pizza. He meets this really big bodyguard at the school campus, which I'm pretty sure is Lou Ferrigno, who had played the original Hulk. And then he logs into a computer. He gets some memory drives. After that, he goes Hulk in the daytime. He fights Blonsky. He has a super soldier serum now. Dope fight scene. After that, Blonsky's like, I want round 3. So he gets injected again with some more super soldier serum. Hulk and Betty take a road trip. We get the stretchy pants joke of him like wearing purple pants and they're stretchy. I enjoyed that. That was funny. That's a whole notch in the comics.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I think that was also a thing in like Avengers of him being like, I think he mentioned it in Ultron at some point of having stretchy pants.
I know he mentioned it in She-Hulk.
He did do it in She-Hulk too.
Yeah, he's all like,
I think he did it in both,
like
but I know 100% he definitely said it in She-Hulk.
Yeah. And then after him and Peggy,
I like the idea that it's kind of like maybe there's like some form of like gamma in his like sweat. So when he like grows that big, it's like that's what's making his pants grow.
Yeah.
Is that it's just like the radiation is just into his pants or whatever.
That makes sense.
You could throw random, superhero bullshit.
Yeah. But throw some science in there, make it fun.
Yeah, random superhero science bullshit.
After him and Peggy take a trip back to the lab, they meet Mr. Blue, who is someone he's been talking to online, his pen pal friend. And then after talking to Mr. Blue, they make a cure for him. Then the cure works. He's saved. Then he gets arrested by by Ross. After that, Abomination comes into the game. And then, who's Blonsky? And then after Abomination comes into the game, Mr. Blue gets some gamma ray blood inside of him. Then there's a big fight scene between the Hulk and the Abomination. In credits, Tony Stark comes in. He's all like, hey, give me the Hulk. And he's all like, hey, shut up. It's all like, okay. And then that's the movie. That's all you need to know about the movie.
No, that was pretty straightforward. That was pretty much it.
All right, nitty gritty details.
That has to be annoying for him to like cure the Hulk and then them creating a different, even worse version of the Hulk to fight him. But then now he's cured. So now they just created a fucking problem. And then to come to him and be like, hey, we actually need the Hulk back because we need you to take care of this problem. You have to be fucking joking.
Because he just cured himself like no more than 30 minutes ago.
It's also like, you're mad at me for like being the Hulk and you're like, we have to stop him. Then you create a worse monster and then you're like, oh, actually we need you. Wait, so now you see a benefit to the Hulk? Like, what if any other scientist ever did something like this ever? What if there was ever a threat where you needed the Hulk? So why were you hunting me down to begin with? You could have just had me on the team to begin with.
No, because we gotta kill you.
Even if we didn't have the boy Blonsky, even if that situation didn't happen, it's like, problems arise. Yeah. Like, you might need me eventually.
Like, who doesn't need a living, breathing tank that you can just throw at any problem?
Because then, like, shit like Thanos happens. And it's like, all right.
Would have been great to have him around.
Right. It'd be great to have me around when Thanos shows up. Not like I'm going to 1v1. I'm going to solo him, but I mean, like, it's good to have me on the team, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's good to have an asset, right? So, like, why are you mad at me again? It's a whatever, bro.
It's dumb stuff.
Yeah, like, why does Ross even hate him? It's like, it's not like he even did shit.
bro. Ross is just mad.
And
'cause
Ross
he's
is just
not-
hating.
He's just a hater, bro. He hate him because he's not him. That's all I can really say. He's hate him. He's a hater because he's not her.
He's a hater because he's a nodder.
Yeah, bro.
I feel it. I agree.
All right, nitty gritty details. All right. So during the fight scene that the Hulk was outside when he first went up against Blonsky, right? Betty Ross stops one of the tanks, and she's all like, "Hey, Dad, I know you're in that tank. So get out of the tank. Come talk to me face to face."
Mm-hmm.
There was like 4 tanks.
Right.
How did she know that was the right? How did she know that was the right tank?
Right. Rose and clairvoyant.
Like, what if she picked the wrong tank?
Right. And he comes up the other one.
She's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh,
He's in
I
a
thought you-
helicopter. He just comes up. Wait, why are you yelling at the tanks?
bro, that would have been real funny." This something that
Just
brought
calls
down.
her on the phone. Babe, I'm at home. I
It
don't know
was
what
like,
you're
I'm
doing.
at home, bro. Like,
I'm at the house, bro.
it's like, I sent them out there to do the job. I'm not going to be out there doing that.
Yeah, babe. I'm at the crib. I don't know what
This
you're
is like,
talking about,
I'm
bro.
64. I'm not going to be out there on the field.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
bro.
crazy.
You
I
see
got
this,
all
this
white
is
hair.
a white mustache, bro.
Bro,
I'm ancient, dude.
bro, I got a back brace on and a knee brace. I'm chilling. I'm at the crib. When Blonsky was going to run up against the Hulk, you see him running past all the other guards. Oh, that was a cool little setup, because then later on you see Captain America and Black Panther do that in Infinity War. So, a little foreshadowing for future films. Not really, because they never were going to do that, but still.
Right.
It's still nice to
It
see
literally
that.
it takes him 10 fucking years to bring that back.
Exactly. The Blonsky versus Hulk fight, like by itself, that was a better, in my opinion, that was a better fight than the Falcon Captain America versus Red Hulk fight.
I agree. Yeah, that fight is pretty sick.
It's just like, why can't y'all just do that but
Okay.
better? It's just like, he has more tech. It should be even better than that.
Yeah.
But it was Captain America and Red Hulk are in that cherry blossom field, and like they're doing like their 1v1. It's just like this is where you should show off, like, he did some training. He's not just a run of the mill guy. Well, he is, but he's still very trained, and he has the suit and he has the shield. It's just like he should be being dope.
Yeah, it should have been. It's like, and I think that's because of, I will say, in that Captain America Brave New World movie,
Yeah,
not to, we're jumping like 13 fucking 25,000 movies ahead.
exactly.
But that scene where they were like at the Celestial
Yeah,
in the ocean, that scene was pretty good. That
Yeah,
scene was very
that was
intense.
dope.
That scene was intense. It was dope. The way Falcon was using his powers, or his technology, I guess, and him and his boy. I thought that scene was great. I think that scene was the best scene in the movie, and
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
definitely better than the Hulk fight. But yeah, the technique and of just the action scene of like, Captain Falcon. I'm gonna call him that from now on.
Okay.
It's just better.
okay.
If I just say Captain America, it's not gonna make sense. You're not gonna think of Sam Wilson if I just say Captain America.
It's too early.
Yeah, it's like, and so if I say Sam Wilson Captain America, it's way longer and way less funny if I just say Captain Falcon. It just doesn't
Wait a
flow.
minute, isn't there a Captain Falcon?
Yeah, that's the point. It's
Okay.
he's a video game character.
I caught on.
But yeah, so it's like, I think just the approach and the technique of that scene is completely different.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, even like the scene where in the beginning of it, where like there are all these helicopters and turrets shooting at them and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, even going back to like the original Transformers movies, like the first 2 Transformers movies.
Oh,
It's like those scenes just feel different, of just like them calling in the military and the AC-130s and stuff like that, and
carpet bombing the desert.
calling the hot sable rounds and stuff like that, and it's just like it's like the technique of like Michael Bay's, the way he shoots action.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't, if you were to pull up some random generic action movie on like Tubi, you'd be bored.
Yeah.
And so why is that movie boring, but you can watch all 4 John Wick movies over and over again? It's like, just having a guy with a gun is not enough. You have to have a certain level of craft and a certain level of execution. You can't just watch any movie or show where someone is punching someone or throwing a punch. But if you put on The Raid, you're like, okay, this is sick.
Yeah,
Like, you
this
put
is
on
good
you
stuff.
watch the 2 Raid movies, you're like, okay, there's something else here, right? If you watch, Hard Boiled, it's like you feel the difference.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's like, when you look at this 2008 Hulk movie and you see them fighting, and then you look at the Hulk and just looking at the CGI, like people saying like, how did CGI get worse? It's like, yeah, you watch Thor Ragnarok, you see Thor fighting the wolf, and you're just like, okay, whatever. It's like, it should be a crazy escalation to go from
'08 Hulk to now.
Yeah, like fighting the Abomination, which is pretty much a scientific freak of nature, just like he is. And then now you're just fighting what, like Norse zombie giant wolf dog gods. Yeah. The idea of that is sick. The execution is like, all right, I guess he's just punching a big dog, I guess.
Exactly.
And it's like, where's the... Like, I feel like they would have, if they directed it back then, it would have just been different. It would have hit harder. And it's like, it did get to a point where the Hulk just looks like a green dude.
Yeah. Because that's what he does now. Because back then, like in the '08 Hulk, like you can see like his muscles.
Yeah, his veins.
Yeah, you can see the veins. You can see everything.
And it's just also the striations in his like muscles and stuff like that. And just like, also, just looking at his face, he looks like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
You look in his eyes, he looks like a deranged Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You look at him now, it's like, that's just a guy with like a fade haircut.
No, that's just Mark Ruffalo with a green face.
It's just green Mark Ruffalo.
That's just Mark Ruffalo with a green face, bro.
Fuck.
With a bigger body. That's all he is, bro.
You can't do that, bro. You can't just,
like, that's not the Hulk, man.
You can't just make green Mark Ruffalo. That's not how life works, bro.
That's not how the Hulk should look. The Hulk should not look like a human being.
Right.
He should look like the idea of a human being.
I don't like it when the Hulk looks just dead ass like Frankenstein. I don't like when he just dead ass looks like Frankenstein's monster with the big ass forehead. But I do like when he does look freaky, when he does look like a fucking monster. Because he should. If you're a normal sized human man and you turn into a 10-foot, 20-foot fucking muscle monster, you should look insane.
Especially if your skeletal system is being broken.
Yeah.
And then growing rapidly.
Yeah, your entire physical body just like, you know, like matter cannot be created or destroyed in like mass. So it's like just this gamma engine just creating. It should be also that like whenever he turns into the Hulk, the surrounding area is like starts disintegrating because he's just taking raw carbon just from all of the energy around him. Yeah, from around him to like give him the mass to get that big. And how fucking painful that would be for you to be rebuilt on an atomic level.
Right, I'll put that in the notes. It's like after every time he transforms, he's in so much pain because it's like, yo, my entire body just got destroyed and then put back together. It's like, yeah, everything hurts.
And that would fuel the anger too.
Yes.
The idea that just being the Hulk and existing as the Hulk is painful.
Yeah.
And it's like that fuels the rage. It's like that's why when he turns into the Hulk, it's kind of hard to turn it off because it's like it's painful, so that makes me angry. And being angry is why I'm the Hulk, and I'm the Hulk because I'm angry, and I'm angry because I'm in pain. Because being the Hulk is painful.
It's like once I start de-transforming, that's going to be painful to de-transform.
That also is painful.
Fighting going back into the state of the Hulk.
Yeah.
Because I have to de-transform. This is like the terrible cycle.
Yeah, you can always see him like, and they should have done something. And that's also another thing is with just filmmaking and directing is they should have illustrated that.
Yeah,
illustrate visually or through some form of dialogue. What is it like? Just him being like, you know, being the Hulk hurts. Like to this day, people talk about that scene of like Wolverine talking to Rogue.
Yeah,
and being like, when the claws come out, he's like, do they hurt? And he's like, every time. So it's like from that point back in 2001 or 2, from that point on, every time you see a Wolverine movie, you're like, every time he pulls those claws out, you know they hurt.
It's like that's when
he screams. Like that's
screams.
Effective storytelling. 20 years later, you know every time he pulls those claws out, it fucking hurts.
Yep.
And so it's like, do something like that so we know every time he turns into the Hulk, it hurts. And every time.
They did a small scene of that, like when he's getting cured, he's on the table, and they're like injecting him. Like no, they induce a Hulk transformation to then inject him to get him to be cured and whatnot. And you see like a slow transformation of it. And it's like, oh, all of his bones are popping out of place. All of like his skin is being stretched to its maximum capacity. And he's all like, Mr. Blue's all like, yo, I'm gonna turn this off. He's hurt. And Betty's all like, no. There's more to it. And he's like,
there's more to it.
It's like, right, he's dying. He's like, what do you mean? I'm
literally watching this nigga die, bro.
It's just like, no, let him go through it. And he's just like, mouthpiece pops out and he's just like screaming in agony. I'm just like, oh yeah, no one is like, who wants to be this guy? Like anyone who's all like, oh yeah, I'll be the Hulk, and it's like, oh no, you don't know what being the Hulk.
Yeah,
means.
you don't want to be the Hulk, but I know being the Hulk would be kind of sick. I don't know when I think about like which like a Marvel character I would be. Hulk is not up there as like top tier.
He's not top 5 for me.
He's not top 5.
He's not even top 5.
Top 10.
I give him top 10.
What 10?
Probably 9.
Yeah, who's 10?
I don't know, like Captain something Planet.
Captain Planet, I guess. I don't know. Captain Atom.
Yeah.
That's DC. What the fuck?
Hey, you didn't say Marvel. You just said.
Oh yeah, I did say comic book. But no, I mean, like, I would pick Wolverine because I would just
with the healing factor.
Yeah, with the hit. Like, if I would, like, I would just be Wolverine.
Okay.
I would just be Logan.
Okay, so you used to be a 5'8" Canadian man.
5'3" Canadian man.
Dang.
Right.
5'3" Canadian.
I can't get shorter, bro.
Dude,
I'm right at the edge. I'm 5'9". I can't get any shorter, bro.
5'3" Canadian man, all hair.
Yeah, all hair, just a hairball, just fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, just Shadow the Hedgehog.
Dang.
Just a fucking hedgehog. But no, I think it would be, I don't know, like, I guess, if like being Wolverine, I guess if like, I could just stay being myself.
Okay.
Like, I'm still 5'9" black guy.
Okay.
But I get like bone claws. And
And
like
a
a
healing
metal
factor.
and a healing factor and metal skeleton and heightened senses. It's pretty sick.
Not bad.
I mean, give me some ninjas to fight. I'm not gonna do that and then clock into a 9 to 5.
Oh, I would.
I absolutely would not. There'd
I
be no
would.
point.
And then I'll break stuff. But like, oh, I don't know.
You
what's
wouldn't be
doing
able
that?
to sit in any chair, by the way, because he definitely weighs like 10 tons.
Sits in chairs all the time.
Well, he should. That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't.
Oh,
His
okay.
entire skeleton is covered in metal.
No, isn't that stuff like super light though? No.
No, I think that is one of those things. I think adamantium is pretty light.
Okay.
Or is that vibranium? I don't know.
No. Vibranium is definitely super light. I don't think adamantium's as light. I think it's also very light, but it's not as light as vibranium. But it's more dense though.
I would like to have but I think there's also that's a good one. Like Captain America's flow is pretty good. It's not as crazy as a lot of other superpowers.
Yeah.
And it's like
Just peak human everything.
but being peak human, I mean, you can see these niggas are like flipping cars low key. Like you should look at the boy
Like, huh? Not Captain America.
the boy Bradley. If you really wanted to, if you really
No,
wanted
because
to,
his serum is tweaked.
his is tweaked, but it's also, that's what I'm saying. It's also like, but you saw them. It takes effort,
Yeah.
and obviously it's not like obviously the Hulk could just crush a fucking truck with his bare hands and
I mean, he did
not
rip
like a piece of paper.
He did rip that car in half and
But
use it as
like,
boxing gloves.
But I mean, you Cap pulling the fucking helicopter down.
Yeah.
So it's like if you really gave like a small car, like if somebody if you're trying to catch a guy and he hops into a Prius, and you're a super soldier, you're Captain America.
You can whip the back
Two
of it.
hands.
Yeah. You can
Well, a Prius isn't rear wheel drive, but is it? It's probably not.
whatchamacallit?
If you even if you were lifting from the side,
Yeah, you can
he could flip it over.
whatever that move is, that lifting move.
Just
you can curl it.
Just a curl.
Yeah, you can curl
yeah.
it.
Yeah, what is that highly specialized technique?
Exactly.
A curl.
There we go.
But yeah, like I think that would be. I mean, I think Spider-Man's powers is probably the sickest. Just because he's the strongest with the least drawbacks.
Well,
His heightened sense, agility, the strength.
with organic webs or without?
Even without the organic webs, honestly, is pretty chill.
Okay.
Organic webs is cheese because you don't have to worry about the cartridges.
Exactly.
And even the cartridges is pretty specific to Peter Parker with his level of intellect,
Yeah.
being able to build that by himself. Which I think it's also been said that part of him getting his powers is him kind of getting the knowledge of that formula.
Oh, okay.
Like him being able to simulate that in his brain is part of his spider powers because spiders can naturally produce that.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of an extension of that. But I think maybe
nice.
even if he wasn't smart and wasn't technologically advanced, even if he had it in his brain, he wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, no. So yeah, the transformation being whole is just excruciatingly painful. Having all of your bones reconstructed and into a new placement. But as long as you're not looking like Green Mark Ruffalo, you know, we're in a good place.
Yeah, nah, get him out of here. But also, yeah, that's kind of like how they do werewolf transformations and stuff like that. Like it would be incredibly painful to turn into a werewolf.
Exactly. Like in the movie Underworld, like they show their transformations being like super painful. But in Twilight, they just snap into that like it's nothing.
Instantly turn into a wolf, and it doesn't seem painful at all.
Exactly.
Would you rather choose that though? Would you rather be a Twilight werewolf
No.
than an Underworld werewolf? A Twilight werewolf
No.
might low-key be stronger.
No.
They're big as fuck, and they're just like moving at you like they're so fat, and they just knock a fucking giant oak tree down and don't
but
care.
you don't have an in-between stage, though.
Do you want more of like an in-between kind of humanoid?
Yeah, because I get all the benefits of the werewolf form, but just still I can still be upright. I don't have to be on all fours like a dog, like a wolf.
Yeah, I think, and that's funny to me because I feel like whenever I see stuff like that in fiction or a story, I always think that the animeification of that is there. It's like it always leaves a level unlocked in like American or Western, Eastern European, whatever you want to call it. Is that like if this was an anime, then the werewolves would have like a Vasto Lorde form of like you'd be a human, and then you get like hyper werewolf senses, and then you'd get like kind of like a false Super Saiyan state where you're almost a werewolf but not completely, and then you'd get the full I'm a big dog Twilight werewolf form, and then your Vasto Lorde form would be like a 9-foot tall, more humanoid version. Like, you know how the Digimon had they would all digivolve, and they would start off as a cute little Pokemon thing, and then it turned into a beast, and then it'd have an ultimate form, and then it would have
machines attached to it,
right, and then it would have the ultimate, you know,
the
ultimate obelisk, the tormentor, winged dragon of Slifer, you know, like Egyptian god form, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what it would be. It would just be, you know, Resurrection, Vasto Lorde, like, you know,
Gate unlocked.
Yeah. It would just be the next. It would be like Ucleora having 2 resurrections for no reason. Exactly. It would just be like, it would be like that, but in like American shit, it's like, nah, it's just a big dog.
Yeah. So like that's why I would choose.
And like vampires don't. There's like, yeah, I'm just a vampire, and it's like you don't transform in anything. Nah. It's like, all right,
it's kind of lame, don't you think?
Right.
And you gotta drink blood
because they've been doing that since like Devilman. Even Devilman had like a transformation.
And he had an in between stage too,
and that was like the 80s.
Yeah. Devilman Crybaby, by the way. So like basically, at the end, no. So all right, we got through Hulk. Best. The important characters from The Incredible Hulk 2008 that you need to remember for the rest of the series to come through is Mr. Blue, which I forgot his actual name was. Doesn't matter. You need to remember General Ross, Betty Ross, and Blonsky. Those are 4 people you need to remember out of this movie. No one else is important.
Right.
Not even Bruce Banner, not the Hulk. They're not important as those 4 characters. Mr. Blue, I forgot. I'm not even going to try to remember his name was. But he's going to be important when we get 30 movies down the line. Same for Ross and Betty. Blonsky, he's going to come into play a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Like,
but not really much of anything important.
Exactly.
But I like Blonsky as a character. I like, and I saw a video or like a clip of that. I watched like a whole YouTube video, a pretty cool YouTuber. I forgot his name, so I'll probably put it in the edit. But yeah, he does really good comic book, mostly Marvel stuff, and his Hulk is one of his favorite characters, and he did a whole thing where he's talking about like Blonsky was wasted, and you know, like Abomination, because like Abomination was like wasted, because if you're gonna bring him back, it's like do something actually with him. Like he's just like a hippie now, like in jail, like whatever,
just chilling out.
He's doing
transform and detransform at will,
and also he can do, first of all, he can do that just like Hulk can, but also he was in Shang-Chi, fighting in a tournament, but it's also like, why did he do that?
Just for the funds of it?
Yeah, and like I guess he did it like as a favor for Wong because they're friends, but how are they? How is that? When would that happen? And also, it's like, are there not severe consequences for like you leaving to go into some sort of like an underground tournament? Also, shouldn't Wong be held accountable for the fact you broke a prisoner out?
Nah, bro, he's Wong.
That's the thing, and that's what we're talking about. I mean, we'll get into that later. It's just like, what happens to the MCU? Niggas just do random shit at this point.
Bro, after the blip, they really do.
It really was just like, that's the thing is, I don't even know really how to give you more of an involved critique. Like, if I legitimately had a meeting with Kevin Feige, like imagine, seriously, not as a joke or a bit, if I literally actually got to sit down with fucking Kevin Feige, the amount of like, I don't even know what I would say to him. I legitimately would be like, what happened, bro? I literally would be like, I don't have an actual presentation for you. Genuinely, just what have you been doing, bro? Because like, you just been doing random shit. I can't even give you a really thought out.
Fumbling right now, my guy.
I can't give you a well thought out critique. You've just been fumbling. Stop it. It's like,
I need you to really sit down, lock in, give yourself 2 years, stop making movies, and really get back on the game plan like you did back in 08 to 19.
Yeah.
All right. I need you to get back on that type of planning time.
Yeah.
Because that was some good plan time.
Yeah.
I
would have to just be like, you know, I'm here to help you overhaul the MCU and get it back to the glory it was. I would hand him a sticky note and he would open it and all it would say is lock in.
That's it.
Lock the fuck in, my guy. That's
lock
it.
in with a period.
That's it. Lock in. 2 words.
That's it.
That's it. I'd throw a fucking paper airplane at him. He'd open it up, and that's all it would say.
Actually, no, it wouldn't even say that. It would be a picture of a lock.
Yeah.
And a box with an arrow pointing inside of it.
Yeah. It would be a picture of a door, and outside of the door, it would be like a regular wood door, like a front door, and it would have a glass pane inside the door, and outside of that door would be a sink, and so he would get it. You need to let that sink in. You need to let that sink in.
All right.
You need to lock in. You need to open that door and let that sink in.
It will be a fox with a speech bubble. It'll be empty, and he would know, what did the fox say?
Have you seen that meme where it's like, it's literally it's an AI image of like a glass cup, just a regular glass cup, and then like it's got like a kind of brown bubbly liquid.
Okay.
And then inside of it is a bolt, and it's made of wood, and it's wood nut and cider. Wood nut and cider. Come on, bro. It's like some niggas, man.
All right, so
some niggas shouldn't have the internet,
movie.
bro. Some niggas should not have the access to AI or any internet access. Some niggas should be completely outlawed from touching a computer.
So my favorite line from the Incredible Hulk 2008 movie was at the very end when Blonsky is talking to Mr. Blue, whatever that scientist's name is, and he's all like, Blonsky's all like, yo, you saw what was inside of the Hulk. Go ahead and put that inside me. I needs that. Right. And so
that's also like a classic villain name to
Blonsky?
Like have a sick last name and a dumb first name.
Yeah.
Like his name's like Emil or something.
No, things like, I don't know.
Like your name being Emil Blonsky is like, but then everyone calls you Blonsky because that's like way kind of sick. You sound like a special forces agent. You sound like a terrorist. You sound like a bad guy. But then like your first name is just Emil. So like I is my buddy, you know,
Emil,
Ian Doom.
Ian,
right?
Not Vaughn. He's not Vaughn yet.
Yeah.
He has to grow into the Vaughn part.
Yeah. Or just Zahir Smith. just one of your names is like, it's like from Walking Dead. His name's Negan Smith. It's like a weird name. Like no one's name is Negan. That's not a name. 0 people are named Negan. That's just like a supervillain name.
His name is Negan. He's one.
But then his last name is Smith.
Hey,
that's Smith like your name being. That's like your name being Lord Deathmaster
Johnson.
I was literally about to say Johnson. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, bro, how do you? One of your names is Matt Regular and the other is literally like Darth Lord.
Hey, bro. Some people just got great parents like that.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. But Blonsky's talking to scientist Mr. Blue. And Mr. Blue's all like, yo, I don't know if I can do that to you, bro. Like, I don't know what you already have inside of you, bro. You already got a little something inside of you, I can tell.
Yeah, you're already cooked in the head.
Exactly. Monty's like, hey, I'm not asking you to do it. I'm telling you to do it. So go ahead and, get to it. And he's all like, and then Mr. Blue is all like, how do you say it? He said, yeah, you look like you already have a little something in you already, don't you? And Blonsky goes, I want that. I need that. All right. I need that power. Go ahead and hand that over here. All right. Uh-huh. And then Mr. Blue's all like, I don't know, that mixture, it might be an abomination. I'm like, he said it. And he's all like, Blonsky's like, I don't care. Grabs him by the shirt, lifts him above his head. And he's all like, you gonna put this inside? And he's like, whoa. Mm-hmm. I didn't say I wasn't willing to do it. All right.
Right.
He say, I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm just saying it's going to be crazy. Though.
Blonsky looked at him and said, he's like, you'd be an abomination. That's fire. That's it. Y'all heard he said that, right?
I'm going to take that.
Definitely.
That's good. Give me that.
Blonsky hits him with the, you already had me. You didn't need to convince me.
It's like, I'm ready to go.
It's like I'm already a menace. It's like
let's go for it.
You're gonna give me like this super monster serum, this super monster Hulk serum, and you gave me a badass name. Put this guy on the PR team.
Let's go. This guy's it.
You know what? You're my boy now, bro. You're on the team, bro. You're cooking, by the way.
He said, "Yo." And earlier he was all right before he cured Hulk. He was all like, "I'm more curious than cautious." This is this man doesn't care about nothing.
This guy, he's just like
he's in it for the love of the game. He just want to see what's gonna happen.
Fully in it for the thrill, bro.
He's just ready.
Bro,
to
don't
run.
give a shit about nothing.
Nothing. So, all right, we'll go ahead and switch over. All right, that's the Incredible Hulk. We switching over to the first Iron Man, 2008, Iron Man 1. You know, the movie that started off.
Yeah.
The movie to really get it rolling, get the MCU on its feet, really get it
the real
moving.
GOAT.
All right. So, basically, I hit you with a run through of Iron Man 1 real quick. Just give me a quick 300 to 400 seconds. I'm gonna run you through Iron Man, 2 hours and 57-minute movie. So starts off.
Let's go shot by shot.
Starts off
retelling of Iron Man
in Iran, in the desert.
You what?
Humvees driving.
You ran where?
To Humvees, Honey's Beehive, Cancun.
Bro's just doing word association at this point. He's in a therapist's office doing a Rorschach test. 2 butterflies sword fighting.
Honeycomb. Bee honey from DC. Honey bee comb. Stone.
My dad.
Dead. No.
Covered in honey.
Breakthrough. That'll be $500,000.
My dad right on top of a giant bee.
This guy's going crazy.
This guy's insane.
Iran. It's not Iran. It's some desert place though. Humvees. Tony Stark's revealing a big rocket. Rocket goes off. No. Humvees. Tony Stark is riding the Humvee. Humvees get destroyed. Cut back 36 hours. Tony Stark's getting an award. Doesn't show up for the award. At the club, shooting dice. Pan to him and the Humvees, showing off some rockets. Gets a drink. Back in the Humvees. He's captured by the 10 rings. 10 rings won't be important until a couple of movies from now. But remember those 10 rings. He's in a cave. He gets shrapnel in the chest. First arc reactor being built. First suit being built. Gets back to town. Has a press conference. He needs 2 things. 2 things that a man needs after being trapped in a cave for 3 months.
A shower.
American cheeseburger.
Oh, American cheeseburger.
Second thing is not what you think. Press conference, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So after the press conference.
I was thinking shower.
No.
Also, by the way, just an aside, the fact that he was like, I need a cheeseburger, and he got Burger King, absolutely not.
Crazy talk.
Absurd.
In 08, crazy talk.
Absurd. There's so many other. I mean, anything, bro.
So much better.
Johnny Rockets, In-N-Out,
Jimmy
Five
John's.
Guys. Jimmy John's is a
Jack in a Box.
Well, Jimmy
McDonald's.
John's is
White
sandwich.
Castles.
I mean, now you're naming terrible things.
Hardee's. Hardee's Juniors. Those other 5 burger places.
Right.
Subway.
Bro, I took all the good ones. Bro, just started naming everything. Bro, just started Red Lobster, Olive Garden.
Oh yeah, Chili's,
Right.
Applebee's. They have burgers too. I forgot about those. TGI Fridays.
It's like
Dave and Buster's. Everything else. Press conference. Cut to press conference. He says no more weapons, and then cut to arc reactor. Blah blah blah. He builds the first suit. Amazing montage. Definitely just watch the movie for just the montage. It's great stuff. After he builds the first suit, he fights off some terrorists in the suit. After he fights off the terrorists in the suit, he's like, Pepper, hey, go to my office, get some info, get me ready.
That first Iron Man scene, though, of him fighting those terrorists,
amazing.
Is peak, actually.
Amazing.
You go back and watch it and go, yeah, he really does look raw.
Yeah.
And that really is what Iron Man is that whole thing. There should have been a couple more scenes or a couple more shots of stuff like that before you get into him fighting like Ultron and stuff like that. And we had that in the beginning. Yeah, him not talking, but just in the beginning of him fighting like just fighting like regular, like kind of like army type dudes and like going up against like Hydra agents.
Yeah.
We needed more of him fighting Hydra agents. That would have been sick. And then like some sort of like Hydra mech or whatever. And, you know, just more. They should have fought Hydra more, I feel like.
They didn't fight Hydra at all.
Yeah, they pretty much like after Captain America, Winter Soldier, they pretty much went straight into Ultron and just skipped Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, isn't that like one of their main villains is like Hydra?
It's their biggest.
And it's like,
opinion.
we'll just leave Hydra for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. we'll just keep fighting Hydra for like 7 seasons.
Exactly.
Every other season, Hydra's coming back.
And they never left.
Yeah, they never left. And it's just like, yeah, it supposedly is like in Ultron. It's like the Avengers are like, all right, so we took out Hydra. And it's like, we never see the Avengers really fight Hydra, but we watch 7 seasons of
Agents of
the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fighting Hydra. And then they just never mention
them fighting Hydra.
Also, there's so many moments
Hydra.
in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where like the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents themselves are like, they're like on the run from the law or they're like, or whatever. And at no point do the Avengers just watch the news and go, wait, Phil Coulson is
not dead?
Is wanted by the FBI? Like, what?
I thought he was dead. Did he not die?
Right. There's so many points where he's just literally like out in the field, just like out in the open, just like broad daylight.
Just chilling.
Just like protecting a world leader or something. There's so many scenes where he's literally just in broad day, just out. It's one thing if you're a spy and you're doing covert missions and you're supposed to be presumed dead and like no disguise. They literally not only no prosthetics and no disguise, they also have that Black Widow face mask thing. The holographic Black Widow mask thing. Yeah. And like they do use that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
But Coulson doesn't. The guy who's supposed to be dead doesn't.
Yeah, no.
A different agent does.
Because Coulson has to have his face out. So they know that this is
right.
The S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
All that, yeah. You just watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. should just be called Where Are the Avengers?
Is that not what S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for?
Yes.
Okay, dope. So after Tony's first time getting the suit together, Agent Coulson's like, yo, Pepper, we need to talk about how Tony got out of there. It's very important. Well, with my organization of strategic whatever environment, whatever S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for. She's like, yo, that's a long name. He's like, yeah, I know, we're working on that. Which is a running joke in the movie, which is pretty good. And then after that, Obadiah Stane figures out how to build his own suit, messing with the 10 rings after they recover his old suit after he had flown out of the cave. After that, Obadiah Stane builds his own suit. He steals Tony's arc reactor out of his chest. Tony has some pizza, and then he goes to beat Obadiah Stane. Then he destroys his arc reactor, his big arc reactor inside of his lab. After he destroys the big arc reactor inside of his lab, Obadiah Stane dies. After Obadiah Stane dies, Tony Stark has another press conference. After the press conference, he says he is Iron Man. After that, roll credits. And yeah, that's Iron Man there for you.
I think the whole Obadiah Stane thing does kind of fall apart for me.
Yeah.
At the end, it is kind of the most boring part of the movie. But also, like, I would have once again liked him to fight the 10 rings more. I think that would have been more interesting if he was like,
especially since the 10 rings are a big, like, and the 10 rings, the person who has the 10 rings in the comic books is a big,
right,
not foil, whatchamacallit, villain of Iron Man.
And what you could basically do it is that the 10 rings are like 10 different crime organizations that all are under the guy who is the actual Mandarin or whatever.
Yeah. And which would have been cool because the guy that we see who's quote unquote like the leader of the group that has Tony, he has one ring.
Right.
Like he only has one ring. So it would have been cool to see 9 other guys who are also wearing one ring like the Akatsuki do.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It's just like,
which is sick.
But they're all like because each ring has a different ability, and seeing those rings being used as those abilities would have also just got us ready and set up for the Infinity Stones. Because it's like, oh, okay, this is similar to how the 10 rings was, but instead of this just being these 10 people against Tony, it's these 6 stones against the entire.
And it would have been like all of the rings would have been kind of maybe like an offshoot of the 10 rings. Like the boy Mandarin who has the actual 10 rings is actually way stronger than all these other guys. But he's like, here, I'll give you guys like a fraction of my power. Each one of you individually have like a fraction of what I can do. But none of you could still even compete with me or whatever.
Exactly. Even if y'all work together.
Yeah, even if you work together, you couldn't take me out. But I think that would have been more interesting if that final fight was just like Obadiah Stane kind of like smuggled the guys in to like assassinate Tony, and then have that be the fight of like Tony having his suit, and it's really only like Mark III at that point.
Yeah.
And then so he's like trying to fight all these guys, and this time they're a bit more prepared, and maybe Obadiah, he like hijack, set some like trap, kind of set him up and hijack the suit a little bit. And then you could even do all of that with Obadiah not blowing his cover.
True.
Because him strategically wanting Tony to like get killed and like not get caught up in it, like Obadiah kind of loses it. It's like, why does he want? Like, I can maybe
He gives himself away.
First of all, I don't know why he wants to kill Tony. Tony is like this
Golden
playboy.
goose.
He's this like loose cannon playboy. This dude's gonna either like wrap his car around a tree and like have a DUI, or like he's not having kids. He's not getting married at this point. So as far as Obadiah is concerned, he has no illusions that like he doesn't think Tony's gonna like marry Pepper or any woman or anything. So it's like, Obadiah, who do you think is gonna get this company? You think he's gonna give it to some random person? He's not gonna have a kid or an heir. He 9 times out of 10, he also fucks with you heavy.
Yeah.
You could just ask him for the company. He'll probably give it to you. Like, honestly.
Especially if you catch him mid drunk. He'll sign the company over to you easily.
He'll sign anything. Or you could do some full hostile takeover. You can do, first of all, you can either ask him nicely, which might work, let him give it to you naturally, which he also might do, or do a hostile business takeover, or do the whole like assassination where no one knows it's you. But then in the end, he's just like,
I'm a killer.
why does he want an Iron Man suit so bad? He's like, yeah, I need an Ironmonger suit. And it's like, I can understand him doing what Bro does in the second movie, where he has the whole like Iron Legion. Yeah, like that makes sense. That Obadiah would want to privatize kind of like, because I mean, like the military would just be like, that's less obvious human casualties. And that's the idea of like, everybody has those visions of like future warfare, like World War V is going to just be robots.
Yeah.
It's like no humans will even be there. It'll just all be like automated robots. And the idea of that is there'll be less human and soldier casualties, but at the exact same time, if like a bunch of robots just show up in some village and all they got is an AK-47, you're like cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the level of human death and destruction can be both astronomical or non-existent. So it's kind of like really touch and go. No one really knows where that's gonna go, but it's also one of those things where it's like kind of, if you're the first one to the punch, you kind of rule it. So exactly. It's like, I can understand Obadiah doing that, but Obadiah going full supervillain and like paralyzing Tony and being like giving this evil speech and eating pizza and stealing his heart out of his chest and building this giant robot and then just fighting him in the street with a giant robot. It's like, what does he think is gonna happen after this? I don't know. You just killed Tony Stark in this big Ironmonger suit, and then what? And then blow up a fucking factory? Like, where was he going with that?
I think at that point he had
also like S.H.I.E.L.D.
nowhere.
already showed up. Like, Obadiah was cooked. It's like, you're going to jail. It's like
he was at that point he had lost everything, because he had known that at that point Tony Stark knows what he's doing, because he literally gives himself away, because he's all like, yo, we're gonna, like, the company's gonna freeze you out, like, I'm trying to work with you. And then he just tells him flat out, just like, who do you think the one who froze you out of the company, Tony? It's like, why are you telling him?
Yeah, why tell him that at all? You have his full confidence. Why would you blow it like that?
I mean, he doesn't have his full confidence, because like right before then, Tony is told by Victoria from some news company, so like, yo, your company is selling weapons to the other side. He's all like, yo, are we still doing this? Like, Obadiah, he could easily be all like, oh, I don't know anything about that, Tony. Like, man, it's someone else in the company. He could have easily made it scapegoat, but he's all like, him
being like the weapon, wanting to like coming back from his like stint in the desert and immediately being like, I'm getting rid of all of the weapons technology because it's falling into the wrong hands, not knowing Obadiah is the one doing that. So that's the whole thing about, I mean, that's an entire plot line in the story, is the fact that he is a weapons manufacturer. So the idea of him being like, that's bad, like, you profit off of war. But he even makes the point of like, well, my dad did. Yeah. And also like, and that's how we won World War II.
Exactly.
Both in real life and in this fictional universe with Captain America and Hydra and everything.
It's like, whoever has the bigger stick
wins.
Exactly.
And so he's
which
like,
is what he says directly.
So, right. Which is, so he's like, look, if we're, we go back to, bows and arrows, it's like, whoever is the guy that makes the best bow and arrow, like wins or whatever. And so it's like the plot line of this movie, I understand from the point of view of like a and this is just the thing about like comics by nature. Comics in their inception since the 40s has been the main target audience is 10 to 14-year-old like teenage boys.
True.
So the idea that it's like you can have some mature storytelling, but at the exact same time, it's like at the end of the day, you want the main character, protagonist, hero who's supposed to be the good guy should like be like weapons are bad, basically. But then in real life, it's like, no, I think it's fine that he's on the side of, he's an American, he's on the side of America. Every country has weapon manufacturers. Like, you need to have defenses for your country. It's like it's called defense for a reason. It is like, you know, a good defense is a, you know,
the greatest
great
offense.
Right. So it's like him being a weapons manufacturer, like them falling in the wrong hands is like, that's also another thing. It's like, yeah, I make weapons for America. It's like if a terrorist organization randomly has my weapons, it's like, yeah, I didn't give those to them. Like, they stole, like they got it for somehow.
Yeah.
And it was Obadiah. So once he gets rid of Obadiah, there's no reason for him to not go back to weapons manufacturing. I understand him not wanting to give out arc reactor technology and Iron Man suits to just random people or to the government. But as far as specifically just making missiles, it's like whatever. It's like that's
if he doesn't make it, someone else is gonna make it.
Exactly.
So
it's like right. It's like like war isn't going anywhere.
Exactly.
And like weapons manufacturers are not going anywhere. So it's like whatever, you know.
Yeah. But talking about the Iron Man suit itself, there's a scene where Tony goes up to Rhodey and he's like trying to ask for his help. This is after Tony gets back. He's all like, I'm not making weapons anymore. He's like, yo, Rhodey, like I'm building something, like I want your help in on it. And Rhodey's all like, nah, bruh. It's like, you're making a lot of people mad. You're not listening to me. You showed up late to 2 things. I'm butthurt. Forget about you, dog. And for my first 3 times watching the movie, it wasn't until now that I realized that earlier in the movie, Tony was talking about what if a pilot could pilot a plane but not be inside of a plane? Basically talking about the pilot being inside of an Iron Man suit.
Right.
I didn't put those 2 things together of him talking about a pilot being in a suit and talking to Rhodey was he wanted Rhodey to be in the suit. Like, he doesn't want to be in the suit. He wanted it to be Rhodey. That's why he went to go talk to him at that point.
He was thinking of like not necessarily him being Iron Man and being like, yo, Rhodey, I built this thing. Like, why don't you just be Iron Man?
Yeah, it's like you're better suited for it. Like, you have the military background in it. You know where you should be. You would understand the technology. Like, you understand like why it's being made. You're a better pilot than I am since you actually are a pilot. Like, you would know what to do and everything. Like, you're a better suited person to be in the suit and not me. He doesn't even get to say all that because Rhodey just immediately shuts him down. They're like, yo, I don't want to talk to you, dog. This is like,
yeah, listen, bro.
It's like
take a breath.
So then he's like, bruh, like you can see like on Tony's face, it's like, but bruh, like I want to tell you this thing that I don't want to do that you could do to help the country. Like, yeah, it's not a military thing, but it's a military thing. It's just outside of the military's hands.
Because that makes sense. Like the idea that like, I think the only reason Tony would ever give the Iron Man suit to like more people or like multiple people, and like just a team of like Iron Men or whatever, like just people piloting the suits, maybe like a special forces Iron Man team of like 5 people that can fly the suits. I mean, fuck, you know, Flash has the Flash family is like 7 people with the Speed Force, whatever.
Exactly.
So then, yeah, the only reason he would do that is if there was some. I mean, I guess that's what fucking Iron Wars is supposed to be, or like Armor Wars.
Yeah.
Is that still coming out?
No, that's not coming out. They canceled that when they canceled.
It was like going back and forth. It was a show, then it was a movie, then it was a show again, then it's a movie again. It's like
it's not coming out.
I feel like you should, man. I think Armor Wars would be sick. I think the concept is sick. I mean,
yeah, they should make it.
Don Cheadle's a great actor. The whole Iron Man mythos is great. I really want them to bring his daughter back as a character. As much as Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doom and all this stuff or whatever, and then maybe there'll be like an Iron Man Tony Stark cameo, like a different universe or whatever. But I really think that they should just go get a great actress. I mean, shit, maybe the fucking young actress who played his daughter in the first one, whatever. Either way.
She should be.
Just go get an actress. She might be old enough. Just go get a really good actress, really sit down and really write a character and have it be the new Iron. Because it's like, what the fuck was Ironheart? That has nothing to do with anything.
Keke Palmer, though.
Well, that's not Keke Palmer.
Yeah, my bad. Not Keke Palmer.
I don't know her fucking name.
Whatever Ironheart is it? I think it's something with a K. I think it's a key something in there.
Also, the thing about Ironheart, I didn't watch it. I skimmed it, but it's like
I watched it.
I skimmed it.
It was cool.
Was it though?
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
It was cool.
It was
but
cool.
granted, I'm easily entertained.
Right.
I'm very easily entertained.
But it's not. So would you say it's like actually good?
I'm not gonna
though?
watch it again.
Okay. See that
I wouldn't watch it again unless we needed to for this podcast.
Okay, and I'm
I
not
watched
watching it at all
for the pleasure of just watching it. I was like, oh, okay, that's not terrible.
I skim like some clips of episodes on like YouTube and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. Like I didn't really lock into her like comics run, so I don't know if she was really fucking with magic like that.
Magic.
I don't know if that.
Because there was some magic at the very end.
Yeah, and then like Mephisto shows up, and it's like
Yeah,
years after niggas was like really geeked about it being in, and then you just throw Mephisto into an Ironheart show, and it's like
just randomly.
this is what I'm talking about. If I could sit down with Kevin, I'm like, Kev, what are you doing?
And some stuff.
No
about
one was
Obadiah comes up in
anticipating it. No
Ironheart.
one wanted it.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro?
He's doing some stuff, bro. He's just throwing stuff at the wall.
Imagine going to a restaurant and like ordering fries, and niggas bring you
Onion
7
rings.
different courses of shit that isn't fries, and then you leave and go home, and then the nigga just door dashes you French fries, and you're like, too late. I'm going to bed. It's 1 a.m.
I wanted the fries 6 hours ago.
Yeah, and they're cold. What are you doing?
And they're soggy. Why are they soggy?
Look, man, you know we felt bad when you ordered the fries and we didn't have them, but here you go.
We got them now.
This shit is cold, and they're not salted.
I don't want this.
Get
bro.
out of my house, bro. Like,
just sitting in your house on the couch with the fries.
right.
I brought you the fries, man. I mean, they're not terrible, but
yeah. Half eaten.
I think they're, I think you'll like these fries. It's like, bro, get out.
We got ketchup, bro. Get out of my house.
I don't like ketchup.
Yeah. Also, it's like I don't know if you know, like, and I felt this way when like watching the like Black Panther sequel, the second Black Panther movie.
Yeah, but Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I remember like even watching that and seeing Riri Williams, like seeing Ironheart. I'm not the biggest Ironheart fan as in the comics, but like I've skimmed some of her story, like I've read some of her comics and some of her appearances. Like she's fine as a character.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, she's cool as a character. But if you look at the character, like her name's Riri. First of all, she kind of
I got the Kiki Riri.
There it is. She kind of does look like Rihanna a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like vaguely her aesthetic is like a Rihanna looking type woman, or like kind of like half black, half like Colombian type chick, right?
Okay.
So she's like attractive. And she's and her name's Ironheart. She makes an Ironman suit
with a heart
that's like cute and has a heart on it, right?
Yeah.
So she's like a cutesy Starfire type of chick, right? So then when we were watching the Black Panther movie, I'm like, why is she a butch lesbian?
I mean, no, she wasn't a butch lesbian, but
she was like, and also like, look, if I'm being nice, she's a tomboy.
Yeah. No, I mean,
if I'm being not nice, she's a butch lesbian.
Okay, yeah.
There's no version where she's a cutesy girl. Like, there's no way this chick who has like, she's like, yeah, man. Like, her whole vibe, she's just a dude. Her whole vibe is just like, yeah, man, I be making robots and shit. and then she's like, she has this garage and she's like, bro, you're just like a cool tomboy butch lesbian chick with a girl. Like, cool if that was who Riri Williams was.
I mean, they're rewriting her
character.
But
it isn't. Yeah, they're rewriting. That's what I'm saying.
But like, they rewrote everybody, though.
You read her like comics, and it's like, this is not. It would be perfectly fine. I don't know what the reasoning behind this is. That's my point. Is this concept of like representation or whatever? Like, if you have a girly girl kind of cutesy chick, but she's still like a technical genius and builds an Iron Man suit. And she's like, I'm Ironheart, I love engineering, E squared plus the blah. I don't know shit about engineering. I'm actually dumb. So, I don't know shit about any of that.
Y equals MX plus B.
Yeah. Fucking, I love welding and shit,
E equals MC squared.
And, mass times power or whatever the fuck.
Equals acceleration.
And it's like, yeah, I'm smart, but that's literally what fucking Legally Blonde was the fact that she was like a girly girl that liked her like outfits and being cute, but she was also like an incredibly smart like lawyer. Like she was a genius.
Yeah.
So it's like, we already did that shit in the fucking 90s and early 2000s.
You can still do it now.
Right. I'm confused why in like 2025, like the chick who's like into technology and shit has to be like, yo, what's up, bro? It's like, really? And she's like bullying a nigga. She's like stealing a nigga's lunch money. Like she does a nigga's homework and damn near beats his ass. Some like grown man, like a foot taller than her. And she's like, yo, bro, you didn't give me my, like snatches his phone and like Venmos herself money. Like, yeah, bitch ass nigga. Give me that fucking money. It's like, bro, this is Riri Williams. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm being dead ass with you. Imagine we get a live action Teen Titans. And
that's
like,
how Robin should be.
And then is how Robin should be. And then fucking Starfire shows him. She's like, yo, what's up, niggas? That's absurd,
like, Starfire
bro.
from Tamaran. Run your pockets, boy.
Yeah.
Boom.
And people debate this about like Starfire being black or the Tamaranians being black. And
They're
like
aliens.
going back to her like original design of like, we'll look at her original design in the like 70s of like her hair color and like the real life human being that she kind of is based off of is like black or like half Colombian black or half. She's not Caucasian basically.
She's orange.
And this is my point, right? And this should end this argument right here and now. Gamora is green and played by Zoe Saldana, who literally is Colombian, and no one cares. And I absolutely 100% don't care. She's a great actress and she did great as Gamora, and Gamora's a great character.
True.
All 2 thumbs up. Those movies are great. Dope, right?
Yeah.
Before Gamora, they were going to get Amanda Seyfried to play Gamora.
No idea who that is.
Who you've seen her before. She's an actress.
Okay.
And she's Caucasian, milk white Caucasian. And if they picked either one of them, it would have been fine because she's a good actress too, and it would have been fine.
Okay then.
Gamora's a green fucking alien. Just make sure you paint her green.
It's all you really have to do.
I don't care who plays Starfire as long as they're a good actress. Paint her fucking orange. Starfire's not black. Starfire's not white.
She is orange.
She's orange.
She's Tamaranian.
I don't give a fuck what actress you pick. Just paint her fucking orange.
All the way.
And don't make her black. Like, don't paint her orange, but still have her be like, "Yo, what's up, niggas?" Like, don't do that,
bro. You're Tamaranian. You don't get to say. You don't get
Whether
to say.
it's been in the comics and in the 2003 show, she's always been kind of cutesy and pretty and feminine.
Yeah.
So Starfire better not show up and be like,
tough.
"Yo, what's up, bitch ass niggas?" That's bro.
She should be all like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Yeah, she absolutely is. Hello,
like,
friends.
Yo, is that mustard? Let me drink it.
Yeah,
It's like,
Earth
nah.
friends. Hello, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, characterization is like, let's be for real,
Yeah,
right? Like,
I just don't understand it, bro. I don't.
like, just imagine making like Cyborg a dork and like Beast Boy a jock. It's like, okay, that doesn't make sense.
It's not the characters, dog. Not the characters. Last time I checked, Cyborg was a football player, most definitely a jock. He was the captain of the team, quarterback.
Yep.
That's him.
Yeah,
That's all him. Beast Boy was a science nerd, loved animals. He should not be buff. He should not be 6'4",
Right.
280, benching 590.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
He locks in when he gets older, but
Yeah.
when we first see him,
But
he should be funny guy.
He should be
And even
scrawny
when
and
he
funny.
and even when he got older and got more serious, and even in the 2003 show when everybody got captured and he was kind of team leader
Yep.
and he shined out, and you really was like, nah, Beast Boy's sick. The Titans are sick. He's on the team for a reason. He's that guy. He's the boy, right?
Yeah.
He's just even shadowing Robin and being on a team with Robin and watching his leadership. When it was time for him to step up, he stepped up. So when the time comes where you would age up, you know, Garfield, Logan, when you age him up and you put him in that leadership position and he gets more jacked and older and more mature, and he'll be serious in a serious situation, when it's time for him to, when things mellow out, he can go back to being comic relief silly guy.
Yeah.
That's still his character.
Because that's who he is at heart. Like he doesn't want to be the guy up front. He doesn't want to be the leader, but he will be when it's necessary for his character to do so. This happened many times in the comic books. Even when he was with the Doom Patrol, it's like he had to step up every now and again because, like, if his team were in a tough situation and no one else could do anything, like he had to step up. He had to actually do some work and actually put that work in. But it's like he doesn't want to do that, bro. It's like it's just not him. It's not in his nature.
I feel it.
But you know who stepping up is in this person's nature? Jarvis. Jarvis is always stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, all those Jarvis jokes. Jarvis clipped that.
Right. So a funny line. Well, it wasn't a funny line. it was just something that I didn't really like understand until rewatching it again. Was when Tony's making his second suit. Yeah, after the prototype, and he's all like, "All right, let's put some color onto it. Hot rod red." And so, all right, Jarvis, go ahead and assemble. Automatic assembly system. It's gonna take about 5 hours. Jarvis says. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Because in my brain, all the way up until Infinity War, I assumed Tony was making these suits by hand. Like he was actually in the lab welding. He's doing all the work. Every little piece, he's putting it together.
Yeah, have you seen that, like, the intro to that, like, to the animated Iron Man?
Yeah.
Where he's got the, like, hammer and it's connected to some shit to the ceiling, and he's like,
to get some more force down.
Yeah. I am Iron Man. I was like, that shit's pretty sick.
Yes, bro.
That's right.
So like I thought he
that
would
would have been a good. That would have been a good
suits.
like reference or something. Like if someone was like, "Yo, man, we like a PR team being like, yo, we made you a jingle or whatever." Like, that would have been funny.
But no, Jarvis just he got the suits on auto mode. I was like, oh dang, I didn't even know that. It's like no wonder he's able to make these suits that fast.
I mean, you show the whole beginning, and that's the thing about this movie is that like just watching him like build the suits and do all that trial and stuff is like super fun and interesting.
Yeah,
it's like you watch him do all of that stuff by hand, and then once he gets it automated, and then even throughout the entire MCU, going from the suit functions as like individual pieces.
Yeah.
So he can't just hop out of it whenever he wants.
True.
It's like he has to be in that location for those things to come out of his workshop and like come out of the floor and everything and take it apart. And then you even see in Avengers when he gets to his his tower.
Yeah.
When he gets to Stark Tower.
His overlooking the city deck view. That's
he needs
balcony. That's what it's called. The balcony.
Yeah, it's like he needs an external machinery to take him apart. Like, like F1 races, like they come into the pit and the guys come out and they all take the car apart and put the new tires on and everything. So he kind of needs that pit crew thing, right? And then you get to the point where he just like, when was the first time he just kind of steps out of the suit?
It was Iron Man 3 with Mark 42. I'll give you an accurate number when we actually watch Iron Man 3, but I'm pretty sure it's Mark. It's either 42 or 52.
I think it was 42. I think you're right.
Okay. But yeah, that's the first one he steps out of, because each individual piece, even though it's still multiple pieces, they all move independently. So he can just move them around. And
that's when you see him injecting himself with the sensors.
Yep.
So that the individual pieces can fly to him and like connect, and then like they all link and connect together.
Exactly.
Which, not to just jump and start talking about Iron Man 3, which is also a pretty good scene of him having only bits and pieces of the suit and fighting with just like one leg and one arm.
That's good. At the very end, at the very end, when Ironmonger, which is Obadiah Stane in the suit, is like basically like showing himself. There's a scene of him like running towards Pepper Potts as she's like running out of a corridor. I was like, oh dang, that's just like Hulk and the Avengers movie. I was like, dang, is Avengers taking homage from that? It's like, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, they probably, whether it's homage or they're just like, just do that shot again.
Yeah.
I
thought that was cool.
It's funny you said Ironmonger. I thought of like Ironmonger. like mogging. He's mogging him. That's hilarious.
And then when Obadiah Stane is talking to Tony, like from suit to suit, like you could hear like the reverb like from the speakers of the suits, like them talking to each other. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like that's not something I noticed until this time. I was like, oh, like you can
hear the speakers.
Yeah, it's like they're talking to each other like out loud, so like you can really hear so everybody around hears this. So it's like there's no way Obadiah is getting away with this, even if he does kill Tony.
Yeah,
because everybody around him is hearing him, like hearing Obadiah talk to Tony, like, yo, I've been doing all these things for you. My name is Obadiah Stane, and you're Tony Stark, and I'm gonna kill you.
My name's Obadiah Stane, and I'm about to commit first-degree murder.
I hate you, and collateral damage. I'm gonna kill these people. And it's like,
literally, this is my ID number 12345.
Exactly. It's just like giving out all personal social security number 596135559. It's like,
I feel
okay,
like in an ironic way in like real life, like if you recorded yourself like on camera and you were like, hello, my name is, Michael Smith. This is my ID. Here's a knife. This is a real knife. Here's a gun. Here's a real gun. Here's a human being. Bang, bang, bang. Stab, stab. He is now dead. Here's some of my fingerprints. Send me to jail, please. I feel like that would throw like a wrench in the that have to like be like, wait, can we convict it? I feel like that would fuck your your whole thing up.
Just like, but that's all his it's him.
Wait,
it's information.
It's like, is it? This has to be a misdirection somehow. I feel like it would almost like
someone has a gun to his head. He's forced to do it.
Yeah, he has to be like, or like that would be like the best insanity play. Like only a crazy person would do
He's
that.
insane, or it's AI. It's like it's not actually him. It's computer generated.
Yeah, that would be like the easiest insanity play. To be like only a psycho would do that. Like this guy, like
it wasn't even me, bro. Like it was a different personality.
I think it's like trying to get out of jail is one thing. They definitely are still sending you to a psych ward. So
most definitely.
So you're still gonna have to like take pills and like you still are like on lockdown. You can't go anywhere. I guess it's better than like being in an actual prison with like gangbangers and shit.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I guess it's way better than that. But you're definitely not finna like. It's definitely not finna be cushy.
It'll be cushier.
It'll be cushier, but still.
Man. But at the very end of the movie, Obadiah Stane dies from the big arc reactor, and we get the first blue beam in the sky.
You're right. This is the first blue sky beam. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that like I understand the idea in visual filmmaking and storytelling of you want something visually striking.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like how many times have they just done like, I guess just general explosions in movies or general like car crashes? What was a spectacle back in like the 50s, 40s, 60s, 70s and things. And then you get to these kind of like CGI stuff and they're like, blue sky beam. Cause we've never seen that before. Like, it's like blue energy going into the sky.
Exactly.
It's like, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, cool. Like what's the next one? What's the next cool visual thing? They're like, just keep doing sky beams. It's like, really? Change the color. Okay. It's like there's the general lack of creativity. It's like, okay, can we think of something else? As much as people don't like the sequel movies and as much as people really don't like The Last Jedi and as much as people don't like the character, the lady that does it.
Ray Palmer?
Well, no, Ray Palmer. Not the Atom. But no, like what was her name? She was like a chancellor or something. Or general. She was something. The lady
on the dark side.
The good guy. She was the purple haired lady. Remember when the boy Poe Dameron? He like
the general, the one who gave herself up, was all like, "I'll command everybody get out of here."
Her name was like Holdo or something like that.
Yeah, something like I don't remember her name.
Anyway,
but she's the one who's
when she did the kamikaze joint.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
yeah.
I think she was full of shit. I think her like sidelining Poe Dameron doesn't make any sense. They're really in a tight space. They're not in a position. They keep shitting on him, being like, we lost a bunch of pilots on that run. It's like, they're right on our ass. It's like, we're not given the choice to fight. You understand? We kind of had to defend ourselves and get some space here. But they're also like, it's like war, like people die. Like, it's like, that's obviously very unfortunate. Those are my friends. It's like,
it's inevitable though.
Right. We can feel the emotions of that later, but like, it's like literally like
the dark side's on our tails right now. We got to go.
Like literally, we had a gun to our head. We just had to get the gun from out of our head. It's like, yeah, sure, the bad guys are still around and they still have guns and they're still pointed at us, but it's like we literally just got away from imminent death. It's like, that's not my fault. We got away from literal imminent death. So I just felt like both her and Leia were full of shit that whole movie, but that's not necessarily the point. I felt like the fact that she did the sacrifice and like took herself out, I was like, all right, well, I feel like those two things balance out. It's like, I still don't fucking like you, but you know what? It balances out. You're a real nigga. You went out with the team. So, and also just that scene, that shot of her hitting light speed.
Yep. And
then the sound going off and then like kind of crackling through like lightning. I legitimately got chills in the theaters. And it's like, to this day, it's like the idea of like cinema and being in the theater and like visually and like feeling like an experience.
Yep.
It's like, I felt that. I definitely felt that. And as much as we can critique those whole sequels and even that movie particularly, and even that scene, I can say that one hit for me.
That was good.
Visually, it's pretty sick. To this day, it's visually sick. It's not just a fucking sky beam.
True.
It's like that, like the fact that it was silent and then like it's fucking crackling through the ships. Yeah, that was.
And then like the trail from her ship hitting light speed, but because it's still traveling a distance, so the ships go through the other ships, so it destroys everything that's around it and itself in the process.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty sick. So it's like just being more creative and be like, I don't want it to just be like, all right, more light speed ship crashes now. It's like, no, just be creative. No more sky beams, no more light speed ship. Like every time you drop a movie, just really like think nigga, what are you here for? It's like, what are you here for? It's like, what are you here for? You here to just do the same shit some other nigga did, or are you here to
change it up?
Be creative, bro.
No,
it's literally the creative industry. I need you to think, bro.
I'm thinking that I'm gonna do the same thing the last guy did. That's
you know what I'm thinking? AI. Let's just AI generate this whole movie. I don't like thinking. Let's let artificial intelligence.
I'll just clean it up.
Yeah, let's think for me.
Exactly. But all right, so at the very end, after Iron Man, no, right before Tony Stark says he's Iron Man, he's getting the card. He's all like, Iron Man's looking through the cards, like his little alibi, and Coulson's telling him like, yeah, Obadiah, he was in a plane crash. Small aircrafts, tend to fall out the sky a lot more often. I was like, oh, I didn't remember that. Because jump to Ironheart, Obadiah Stane's son is in it. And he's all like, yeah, he had died in a plane crash. And it's like, in actuality, he did not die in a plane crash. And then he finds out that his dad did not die in a plane crash and how Tony Stark killed him because he was an ironmonger and all this other stuff. It's like, oh.
Wait, so all of that shit was covered up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess S.H.I.E.L.D. did cover that up.
Exactly.
Yeah, but still, it's like, so Obadiah just had a kid and just that just wasn't an element of the story, I guess?
Not at all.
Just nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
So I guess he was trying to get back for his son?
His son.
His dad.
No, because in the show,
I think I did remember, like they said he was his son or whatever.
Yeah, like he wanted to stay undercover though. Like he didn't want to do anything like about his father, so like he stayed away from tech, quote unquote. But he would just hold tech inside of like this little bunker and everything. But like he didn't want to do. He did not want to be attached to his father, so he tried to stay away from it. Changed his last name and everything. But after Ironheart, messes him up. Now he has to go back. Taking the Stain name. Obadiah, whatever his last name is.
It's Stain.
Okay, he has to take the Stain name.
That's another one. Obadiah is like kind of like old fucking Hebrew Bible shit.
Yeah.
And then, but Stain is like a crazy last name, like Stain.
Hey, my hero.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, exactly. The boy Stain.
Exactly. All right, so that's Iron Man 1, 2008. Iron Man 2, 2014. All right.
Also, I do want to say though, I think I am cooking with this whole bad guy name theory because even in like Black Panther, like the nigga's name is like Killmonger.
Yeah.
The nigga's name is Eric.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Eric Killmonger.
No, his name isn't Killmonger though.
No, but still, whatever his last name was is like the African name or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, like that's kind of what he goes by though, is Eric Killmonger.
Yeah, but even though most African names are dope though.
I mean, I don't remember what his African name is. I'm sure it's sick. Yeah, but still, the fact that I'm just saying the continuous of like, bad
guys have dope names.
Yeah, Emil Blonsky and like Obadiah Stane, Eric Killmonger,
General Ross,
John Kill, bad guy, John Death Eater, Sam
Witwicky,
Sam Blood Splatter, just like what, bro?
Sosuke Aizen.
Right. Sosuke Aizen.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all the bad guys. There's no other bad guys out there.
Yeah, I'm fucking Michael Orphan Stew. Like what?
Michael Orphan Creator.
Yeah.
I make all the orphans.
Yeah, my friends call me Jimmy Mc Torture Murder.
Torture Murder. Iron Man 2. All right.
Johnny McBad Guy.
Iron Man 2.
So Iron Man 2.
How does it start? All right, give me 300 seconds. Send me 400 seconds to tell you about Iron Man 2. I don't remember anything about Iron Man 2. So, Iron Man 2, it opens with Tony Stark jumping out of an airplane, which I liked because it reminds me of later on in Civil War. He has is it Civil War? Yeah, Civil War, where in the plane, his Iron Man suit just like attaches to him and he falls out of it. I was like, okay, cool. They basically just like did that, and that was dope. So he jumps out of a plane, he lands. Once again, like he is in that spot, the suit has to come off from a external source. Get the Stark Expo. Then we start figuring out his poison levels. He has palladium poisoning.
Yeah, palladium. Yeah.
And I kept track of like the numbers that they kept showing it. It started off at the beginning, it was 19. Later on in the movie, he uses the suit again, stops some bad people, and then he's back at home. He's looking in the mirror right before a party. It's at no. Right before he goes up against the whip guy. Whiplash.
Yeah, Whiplash. Yeah.
It's at 24. After the Whiplash scene, which is dope, on the streets of Monaco. It's not Monaco.
I think it is Monaco.
It's not Monaco.
Okay.
Even if it is Monaco, it's not Monaco.
Okay.
After Whiplash, then he's back at home. He looks at it's his birthday coming up. He knows he's about to die soon because now his levels are at 53. Poison level. He's over halfway. He knows he's gonna die. Can't figure out an element to replace it that's gonna kill him. After Tony's birthday party, during Tony's birthday party, Rhodey shows up. Also, new Rhodey actor, which is perfectly fine. That's, in my opinion, I have some things about that about other movies, about actors changing. I have some stuff about that. We're going to get into that a little bit later. So Rhodey beats him up, takes the suit, leaves out. After he leaves, Tony's palladium level is at 89. Right before that, so it's probably in the 90 range. So he's ready to die at any moment in time. After he gets his, after he loses the fight, he's on top of a donut. He's inside of a donut. What's his face with one eye shows up. We figure out that Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, Natalie Romanoff, that's her name. Natasha Romanoff.
I was about to say Natalie Natalie is crazy work.
I could not get
it's the opposite of the supervillain's name.
It's just the most normalist, lame names.
Yeah. Natalie.
Natasha Romanoff, who was pretending to be a secretary, is a SHIELD agent. She's the Black Widow. We don't know that she's a Black Widow yet, but she's a SHIELD agent. She quote helps him out. She doesn't cure. She dilutes some of the poisoning in him. After that, he's on house arrest from SHIELD. Coulson tells him, "Hey, you leave the premises. I will taser you and watch Super Nanny as you drool out on the floor." Thought that was hilarious. I didn't write that down. I just remembered it because it was that funny.
It was, yeah.
And I was all like, I want to see a scene of that. Just tase him right now so I can just see it because that's going to be funny.
Also, like later when he's all like, I've been reassigned. I got to go. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, he shakes his hand. He's like, yeah, we need you. He's like, more than you know. Not that much. Yeah, not that much.
Whatever. Right before that, so better get to that point. Right before that, Tony's like, all right, I'm gonna build a new element. He looks at some tapes from his dad, looks at the Stark Expo layout, figures out his dad just made a new element, but he couldn't figure out how to create it yet. So there's a replica of the Captain America shield inside of one of Howard Stark's boxes. Coulson's all like, "You know about this?" And he's like, "Yes, I know exactly what that is. It's the thing I need to put under my laser because I don't care what it actually is. I just needed to make things leveled. Thanks." And I get the fuck out. And then he makes a new element, puts it in his chest. It tastes like iron and coconut. He goes and fights the Iron Legion. And then he fights Whiplash for one last time. Him and Rhodey work together. Rhodey is now the War Machine, which is the dope. That's his dopest suit to me.
Yeah, his first suit is like the sick.
That's his dopest suit. It only gets worse from there. After that, him and Rhodey and Tony do a little little propulsor high five. That's our second quote. I say that's the second blue sky beam, even though it's a circle. It's not really a beam. It's more of a circle.
But also that that entire ending scene, way better than Iron Man 1, first of all.
Yeah.
Way better. Iron Man 1 is kind of low-key sleep.
Yeah.
Kind of boring.
Comparatively to Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2, because it's so fast.
Yeah.
And him zipping through the air, like just shots of seeing how fast he actually is going in that suit, watching the like curvature of the earth around the suit. taking out all of those drones, all those was pretty sick. Having Rhodey be like locked in the suit and trying to communicate with him, and then when they get to the cherry blossoms and they're doing the back-to-back showdown of like it's like box. In the kill box.
And Rhodey's all like,
which he
says,
the big gun up there. Which he says to him twice, because he even mentions it again in the like third movie when he's like, when they're like, that's the kill box. It's like once again, even in the third movie, he constantly wants to be in the center of the action.
He's like,
and he keeps telling him, he's like, no, man, we can't be. No, he's like, we have to take them, like we have to take the guards out, like in a perimeter fashion. It's like, no, we can't just go straight into the middle. It's like, we gotta get the president. He's right there. It's like he's in the center for a reason.
It's like, we'll go right to the center.
Yeah, it's funny when he's like. I need another mag. Like, give me your. He's like, they're not interchangeable. I can't give you. He's like, I used to make this. I know what I'm doing. He's like, I literally built an Ironman, so I know how this shit works. But it's also like, does he not have another mag? It's like, why are you asking for another mag? Do you know? Like, he doesn't have one for you, bro.
Like, no, bro.
You just are out of. You got one clip, bro. That's it.
It's like you have one suit, bro. That's it. It's like my suits are not interchangeable for you. They're interchangeable for me. That's it.
But no, it's like all of this stuff that's so like creative and like the fight scenes. That I think it was like that fight scene. Some behind the scenes of the back-to-back with War Machine and Cap, the War Machine and Iron Man is I think that was all like done by like Gendy Tartakovsky.
Okay.
Who did Samurai Jack.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I think he was like on the team, or he gave some sort of like I don't know if he did the storyboards or gave some like notes or something.
Hey, if he did,
but that's why it's so sick. That's why it's so sick, and that's why you have, like Samurai Jack was always fighting robots, so he'd cut a robot in half, and then like the oil would splash on his face like blood. Yeah. So it'd be like reminiscent of like old Japanese movies of like cutting a guy in half and then like blood would spray everywhere and stuff like that. And so it's like you can see a shot where like the boy War Machine is like sawing a guy in half with like his like wrist machine gun or whatever, and then like that shot of his face of the oil being splattered on his face on his helmet. It's like, see, stuff like that is sick. Like, this is a PG-13 movie, so we can't go too crazy, but it's like we can get sick.
It's like, bro, Ivan, like he was smart to make them drones because now we can just rip them apart. Drones are better.
Yeah, when
kill drones.
This is one of my favorite Iron Man suits because it has that bulk to it. It has that bulk. It has that weight.
Wait, Rhodey or the War Machine or the Iron Man suit?
Iron Man suit. I think this might actually be my favorite because it's the one with the triangle.
Yeah.
My favorite is that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and also I like when he does the 360 with the dual laser gauntlets.
Yep.
And then he's like, you might want to start with that. And he's like, it's a one-off, and he like pops the like cartridges out of his wrist. I was like, this is sick, bro. Like, I feel like, what would be sick is if he had, because like Falcon does this with his drone hawk things. Yeah. Iron Man should be able to have like 7 of those things.
You should have a billion of those things.
So it would be sick to see a fight of, Iron Man's doing his thing, fighting, while also having like 7 drones floating around him. Half of like 6 of them are doing like, or 3 of them are doing like, just like kind of machine fire.
Yeah.
Just like shooting like 50 cal rounds. And the other ones are just hitting lasers. That would be sick. To just like, the next time they're like fighting aliens or something like that. The next time you have to fight an alien army, you should just have like 10 drones at any given moment, just like raining down like missiles and like 50 cal rounds and lasers, just like slicing everything in half. It's like crazy that he doesn't really use that ever again. I think he uses it in Avengers.
Yeah.
And that's like it.
He uses it a couple of times, but only like in short. He uses them a couple of times and every time is in short burst. But what he should do is, remember in Dragon Ball Super, Tournament of Power, Gohan versus Topo. No. Gohan versus, what's his name? The speeder one.
The rabbit guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember his I guarantee you I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. But Frieza makes like this little like coffin, basically, like using like his laser fingers so that he can't dispo. That's probably his name. But Gohan's fighting Dispo, and he's all like, yo, Frieza, make a like little coffin for him with like your laser fingers. And he just does that. That's what Iron Man should do. It's just be having drones,
yeah,
just laser prison people and then cut them in half.
Yeah, like you said, like more like a prison. Yeah, like because he's so fast, it's like we got to restrict his movements and get him to only kind of operate in this like boxed in area. And yeah, I think that was pretty smart. But yeah, he definitely could do that if he just had if he had like 10 drones and like 5 of them are shooting lasers and the other 5 are just kind of reflecting them and bouncing them off in multiple directions.
Yep.
So then you would be trying to like dodge these lasers while fight. Yeah, that would be sick. But once again, it's anime shit.
Exactly.
It
is anime. That is anime. But okay. We see Elon Musk.
Yeah, he does get a cameo,
Yeah,
which is
look-
actually hilarious, which is actually
That is
crazy
nice.
work. Like the boy is actually there.
Exactly. Second time we see Stan Lee, but he's gonna be in every Marvel movie, so it doesn't even matter. Dang it, what was his name? The bad guy in the glasses.
Justin Hammer.
There we go. Thank you.
But the actor is a cool guy too, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Hammer. He only calls Tony. He calls him Anthony. He doesn't call him Tony. He rarely calls him Tony unless there's press around. He
Yeah,
calls him
because
Anthony.
they know each other. Like
Yeah,
they know each other from school.
exactly.
So
I
he
think
calls
that's
him
funny.
Anthony all the time.
I think I find it very funny because literally everybody else calls him Tony, but he's the only one who calls him Anthony. And I feel like Tony hates that he calls him Anthony
Yeah,
because
yeah.
no one else calls him Anthony. And he's like,
Yeah.
stop calling me that, bro. It's like
Yeah.
I'm Tony. It's
Also
like,
with his thing of like Tony not wanting to be handed things.
yeah, which I don't understand why. Why is that? I assumed it was because of something that happened in not Iran, when he was in the cave.
No, because it happens before that. Because the reporter chick tries to hand him something.
Oh yeah, it is. That's true. I don't know what that's about. Probably because he got like a bad report card one day. It's like, if I don't get handed the report card, then it's not true. But I guess it also gets him a way for him to not be served. Because if they don't hand him the papers, then if he doesn't take them, he's not actually served. But already talked about the Rhodey switch, the Anthony Stark. With the new Doomsday movie coming up, people are saying that that they're two different people, that he had a brother. So that probably might do a little bit of that with the Anthony and Tony. So they're two different people. That might be a thing. Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, Whiplash. When he first went to the track to try to kill Tony, did he know Tony was going to be on the track? Now, I have 2 questions.
Yeah, people were saying that. Like, how did he know he was in the car? Yeah. Because he did that at last minute.
Exactly. Did he know Tony was going to be in there because of his ego and the palladium poisoning? Like those 2 things combined? Like, did he know because of that? Or did he think if he just causes enough ruckus there that Iron Man will show up?
I think it's the second one. I think he really just did that. I think maybe he was there. He wasn't necessarily I don't think he was gonna hit the track. He knew he was gonna be there, just in general. So I think he was just gonna look for him, and wherever he was just gonna go there.
Yeah.
And so once he decided to get in the car, that's when he's like, all right, I'm gonna just go straight out into the. I don't think his initial thing was, no matter what, I'm just gonna attack a random F1 car and hope that Iron Man comes out. I think he was just like, wherever Tony was, he was just gonna go.
Okay.
So I think you got to go back and watch, I guess, to really see the editing of that to see. But I think it was just, regardless, he was just gonna look for a bro.
Okay.
But yeah, having that one scene of Whiplash, I feel like we should have had more.
Yeah.
And I think we should have definitely had more Whiplash. And he gets in his big suit, and even his big suit has the Whiplash, has the lashes. But I think just him having a smaller suit, because it's just a kind of another Ironmonger again.
Yeah, because he's big and bulky. I think he's bigger. Yeah, bigger.
Yeah. He's bigger.
Yeah, than Ironmonger. And it's just like Ironmonger's thing is about being big. Whiplash thing is about being more agile than Tony. Like that's his whole thing. So then it's just like, now he's in a big bulky suit. He's nowhere near as agile.
Yeah, and because like, with the Iron Man suit, it's all very kind of structured, and it's a lot of missiles and guns and blasts and things. So it's very much like it's like it's either the defense of being able to tank powerful hits, or it's the maneuverability of getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Of a direct attack of a missile coming at you, or a bullet, or a laser, or something, or like catching a car or lifting a car, like very general kind of movement of things.
Yeah.
Once you add a whip into it and you get like tangled, it's like, it's not really meant to get tangled up in shit.
Exactly.
And then to get tangled up in like a fucking energy whip that's making your systems go haywire. So it's like, yeah, Whiplash had like a good idea. We started with that, I mean, imagine if he was doing fucking what's bro in like Mortal Kombat? Kaneda?
Kanena.
Kaneda or Kaneda? How you say his name?
I said Kano.
No, not Kano, not with the laser eye. The guy, he has the whips in Mortal Kombat.
I don't know who you're talking about. Those were not words that I said.
It's like
I have
Kaneda or something like
no idea
that.
what you're talking about.
It's bro, he's like,
Luke Cage, Shao Kahn, Kung Lao, Raiden, Bardock, not Bardock, Bakara, Jade, Chucky, Jason Voorhees, Terminator, Predator, Alien from Aliens,
oh, Takeda is a T, I think it is.
Takeda. That's what I said earlier.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it wasn't.
Tony Stark made a new element. That doesn't make sense. How do you do that?
Yeah, is that possible? Can you
Nah.
make a new element?
No, it's not possible. Oh, right. That's what I said.
It's not what you said. Do you seriously remember?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, he's in Mortal Kombat X. X or
Yeah, he's in Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, I never played as him.
But he's a downloadable character in Mortal Kombat 1.
No, good for him.
So he shows back up.
Must be nice.
Yeah, Takeda.
Yeah, T'Challa.
No, not T'Challa.
The
But yeah,
Tiger.
like Mortal Kombat X DLC in Mortal Kombat 1, Takeda, he has the blade whips that come out of his wrist gauntlets. So and he's always doing fucking crazy combos with those. So you could just have like, the boy just fucking spinning shit and fucking,
Or what they could have got was a old white Southern man, and give him 2 whips. He would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Would have been
With that whipping.
We did that. Old white man from 1865.
Yeah, 1888.
Yeah, 1865. Would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Or he would have been whipping it up.
Yeah. Some Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah, any type of colonel. Any colonel.
Yeah.
Will probably do.
Well, as long as they have a gray beard and a beer on the hip and 2 whips,
2 whips. Dual wield.
he'll be whipping and lashing it. So, favorite line. Dang, no, that's from the first one. That was my favorite line from the first one. Was just because you have an idea doesn't mean it belongs to you. It's something like that.
Right, yeah.
Obadiah Stane says that. How did it go exactly? It went something like, yeah, just because you have an idea doesn't mean it belongs to you. That was in the first one. The second one, my favorite line has to be either I want my bird.
Yeah.
Or when at the end of the fight, when Rhodey and Tony are talking to each other after Tony professes his love to Pepper and they kiss, and Rhodey's just like, nah, bro, y'all look terrible when y'all kiss.
Yeah,
yeah. Get off of my roof. He's like, bro, Tony's like, yo, get another roof. And he's like, no, bro, I was here first. You pick a different roof, bro. And he's all like, no, bro, you get out of here. And he's like, I don't care. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna keep the suit because my car got damaged. So I'm gonna keep it a couple of days. Tony's like, no, bro, you can't. He's like, it wasn't a question. And just dips out. He's just like, yeah, that's dope. That's
it's sick that we also have the fact that like Rhodey just is like, he is such a good pilot, he can just hop in the suit and cook.
Cause like that's what Tony wanted him to do.
That's what Tony wanted him in the beginning,
No, Tony don't want to be in the
We
suit.
didn't really speak on like that whole situation of him taking the suit and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like as his boy, this is also like after he finds out bro's dying.
That he takes the suit?
He still takes the suit from him, knowing that he's fucking dying.
Yeah.
It's like, at least let the nigga die for. Like, I'm just saying, if that's your boy, you know why he's acting like that. You know he's not.
Wait, you talking about during his birthday party?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like this isn't just his regular party boy antics.
Yeah, no.
This is like, oh, I'm gonna die. This is my last birthday. I'm gonna die soon.
Wait, does he know that?
Yeah.
I don't think, no, because Pepper doesn't know that.
Pepper doesn't know. No, but Rhodey knows first.
No, I don't think he knows he's dying from it. I think he knows because he talks about she's like, yo, what's that checkerboard on on your neck, and he's all like,
yeah.
it's road rash. And he's like, that's not road rash. So
Yeah, because
he
he comes and sees him, and he's like, he literally has to help him out of the car because he's about to pass out, and he pulls the shit out of it. He's like, is that supposed to be smoking?
Oh yeah.
That whole scene is him pretty much letting Rhodey know. Like, Rhodey pretty much knows he's like sick and not doing good. He doesn't think, he's just having a bad week. He's working on something, he'll figure it out. No, he's like, no, he knows that that's serious.
Okay.
So the fact that he knows that that's serious and he still shows up and like steals a suit and like, it's like he's blowing up watermelons with the repulsor blast and like shooting champagne bottles. It's like, I don't know, I guess on some level that might be irresponsible. I mean, I think it's mostly irresponsible just because you can't be drunk piloting an Ironman suit. That's pretty dangerous. But just the idea of Tony Stark, Iron Man, just shooting watermelons with his suit, it's like, whatever, who cares?
But also,
like, niggas do shit like that all the time. Niggas get a fucking
get guns and do that.
Yeah, niggas get AKs and blow up watermelons all the time.
How drunk is Tony? And at that point, like, how drunk is he? Because Tony can get very drunk. Because in the first one, when he's talking to Jensen, and he's all like, Jensen's like, oh, like, we met once before. And Tony's like, I don't know who you are, bro. And he's like, that makes sense. And no one would remember anything after drinking as much as you drank and then giving a speech right afterwards in articulate English. And it's like, oh, okay, so he can just drink excessively. And his birthday party was like a good showing. It was a decent showing of the Demon in the Bottle storyline. Like a very small snippet of that storyline. Because that goes on for like years of him dealing with his alcoholism and coming through from it.
I don't think we really, as much as the idea of a lot of these first MCU movies, especially with their characters, is like taking this character who's very arrogant and trying to like humanize him and chill them out and stuff. And be like, you know, with the boy Jensen being all like, don't waste your life and everything.
Yeah.
But it's like, he's not really wasting his life. I don't know. It's like we don't really talk about this until we get to Civil War about like the reason why he is the way he is, feeling like his dad, first of all, never loved him. And then him and his dad and his mom dying in the car wreck and being like, you know, he felt like his family died. So it's kind of like the idea of him having a family is not really on the table because it's almost like the concept of family is already dead to him. So that's why he is who he is and why he acts like that. So it's not just like he's just an alcoholic or he's just a party guy just for the sake of it. And I don't think people really they don't kind of
understand that part of this type of the MCU showing of Tony. Because the comic book showing is vastly different.
So it's like really, they didn't really dive into the whole Demon in the Bottle thing. And they make it seem like he's just an asshole for no reason.
It's like, no, it's like he has yes, his reasons aren't quote unquote justified, but it's also his reasons aren't out of nowhere. It's like to him, a father who didn't like him, who basically in his eyes hated him because he never told him he loved him, never gave him a hug. Anytime he tried to do anything good, his father basically ridiculed him for it. And a mother who tried to basically fill in that space and then both of them dying. And then being told, hey, yo, your father loved you. He left this, like the expo for you. Like he did all these things for you. And it's like, I can't believe that. It's like,
yeah, and then that footage of him being like, Tony, like, you know, I built all of this for you and everything, and
it's like I'm limited by my time, but you will be able to do it. It's like
my greatest creation is you, and it's like, the fuck, this asshole never said shit like that to me.
It's like, in my life. Where was that when I needed that?
Yeah, where was that when this nigga was alive, bro?
It's like, come on.
And I think that imbalance of like this completely enabling mother and then this like super hardcore father. It's like there's just two sides to these extremes, and it's like, bro, needed more balance than that.
Exactly. So,
and then also going back, spoiler again of him going back in time in Endgame, and meeting his dad, and his dad just being like, "Yeah, man, this kid isn't here yet, but I'll do anything for him, and I love this kid." And he's like, "What happened, bro? Like this nigga believe
like before I was born, after you died, it's like you got two." It's like, where was this in between when I was alive?
Right when I show up, this nigga is like, you know,
forget about this kid. I'm being
on my ass, bro.
That make no sense.
Yeah, I guess we never really get a reason for why Howard's like that. I guess his dad wasn't in his life.
Probably not.
So I guess bro just didn't know how to be a father, really.
The only way he knew how to be a father was to push his kids into being the best forms of themselves, but without giving them like positive encouragements. Just like basically not celebrating the positive things that they do, just only pointing out the negatives. It's not in a, oh, the positive things you do aren't real, that they don't happen. It's just that you need to still work on these things. So which is like, I work well with that because I don't like being praised for the positive things I do. It's just like I need to work on the things I need to work on, and that's it.
Exactly.
So just tell me the things I need to work on. It's like, I don't need your praise. It's like, tell me the things I need
I'd
to work on.
rather
So I
have
can keep moving.
constructive
Criticism.
Yeah, so I can move forward.
Exactly.
Instead of like beginning, I don't need to get glazed.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I don't need you glazing me. If anything, I need correction.
Yeah, because like the results of my work will prove how good I'm doing, and I will see those. I don't need other whatever is up front beforehand. But Iron Man 2, favorite quote, already saw that. Best scene, I have to say right in the middle. No, forget about best scene. Tony Stark likes to do his poses. Like every time he like stops or comes to a halt, he's either doing a flip or he's doing a flare move. Dude really likes to stunt on all of his enemies. And that's just great. Because right after him and Rhodey fight, right before him and Rhodey fight, Rhodey tackles him through a wall, and then he just throws him off of him, does a backflip, lands it. It's like, all right, put the suit back before you get hurt, all right?
Yeah. He was styling on him a bit. He was hitting flips and shit.
Exactly.
And you could tell that Rhodey was way more clumsy in the suit. And like, Tony is way more finesse.
Yeah. But, it makes sense. One of them has been using it for 6 months, one has been using it for 5 minutes. And then even at the end, like after Rhodey gets body controlled, and then they get into the cherry blossom scene, and like when they're falling, Tony like does another double backflip and lands and starts walking over to him. So like, all right, champ, let's go ahead and get up. We got things.
Yeah, knocking the ding.
He's like, come on now.
Like, hey,
come on now. Well, yeah.
But yeah, that makes a lot of sense of like, like there's this YouTuber, he doesn't do it anymore, but he used to do kind of like these like YouTube shorts of like fun facts from movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And he used to have this whole series that was like every time Tony Stark put this in his suit because, last time, like he made nanotech suit after Ant-Man was inside his suit because Tony learns from his mistakes.
Yeah.
And so he just did like 30 videos of because Tony learns from his mistakes. And it is funny because every movie you see, whenever he does take a L, he does the next suit he makes does fix that problem.
Exactly.
So he does learn. It is true. He does learn from his mistakes. He is constantly adapting and evolving and constantly tweaking and updating things and making things better. And I think it's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. I think it's crazy we never got to see the bleeding edge armor. We got the nanotech, but that liquid metal type shit.
Like that was going to be the next step.
That would have been the next step.
It would have been either the next step or just 2 steps afterwards.
Also, that's why I say, man, like Infinity War doesn't make any sense. The fact that he was like, yeah, I'm with this magic guy I just met and don't know and have never worked with, and this fucking kid that I didn't even want to be here. Yeah, he had no idea the Guardians were gonna show up. This nigga was really gonna go fight Thanos with just them 2 niggas.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Hey, that's that Tony Stark confidence.
There's
right there.
no way he wouldn't be like, let's go back to Earth so I can go get my fucking Iron Legion suit. I have like 50 specialized suits.
Hey, brother, that's that Tony Stark confidence.
How do you think they would have actually fared against Thanos if he had 50 suits? Friday was in his helmet.
In space.
No, actually he got cut off from Friday, didn't he?
After they left?
Yeah, because Friday, I guess, is like either on like his hard drive or like on a satellite or something, but he was too far.
Yeah, because during jumping ahead real quick, small. Jumping ahead real quick in Ultron, Age of Ultron, he has the Hulkbuster suit, and that's being sent down from space, and Friday sends that down to him. No, shouldn't send that down to him yet. But it's like, no, Jarvis isn't it.
Yeah, Jarvis sends it down.
Either way, he has the Hulkbuster suit in space.
Yeah, he was just too far from wherever it is, systems, whether it's in a satellite or whether it's like on his Stark server or whatever it is, or his Iron Man server, whatever he has. Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, there's no reason. It doesn't make sense that I can understand Cap and them.
Yeah,
because they go to like Wakanda, and they go to Wakanda because he's fucked up. Yeah, because he's fucked up.
Vision.
So they would not. Both of these teams don't know that the other is like fighting other sides of this whole thing.
Yeah,
they don't even know that they're doing that.
Not at all.
Each team thinks that they are the solo team. none of them are, they're not coordinated, and they're not trying to get coordinated, which doesn't make any sense. And like Hulk says, like, you need to like call the boy.
And he tries, but he doesn't pick up. No, he doesn't try. He's like, we got it. I don't remember. We'll figure it out when we get to there.
Cause then like that's the thing is Hulk ends up going because he's with Tony at first.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
He's
is.
with Thor first.
Yeah. First he's with Thor.
Yeah.
Then he's with Tony.
Yeah.
Then he ends up in Wakanda.
With Cap.
Yeah, with Cap in him. Because he shows up at the Avengers place.
Yeah.
So he has to have told them that Tony and them fucked off into space. So they don't try to communicate. It's like it's on him. He's the linchpin here. He should have been like, we need to get that was his whole thing in the beginning, was putting the team back together.
Oh, there's no way to communicate though.
Something.
Like after Hulk meets up with Steve.
There's no reason why that I'm just saying
contact Tony.
Infinity War would have went better if they worked together as a team. If they consolidated more of their information, they worked together as a team.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The entire idea was defending Vision. You'd have had more players on the field to protect Vision. You could have had Hulk protect Vision. You could have had Spider-Man or the Guardians. You could have any of them protect Vision. There's no reason that nigga shouldn't have pulled a U-turn and come back to Earth. Him being like, I'm gonna 3v1 Thanos with these with this kid and this nigga I don't even like.
Could they control the plane? Not the plane, the ship? I don't think
they kind of could, but it's like fucking Doctor Strange can open a fucking swirly portal and get back to New York in 2 seconds.
No, didn't he? Yeah, he does have the swirling, the sling ring.
Yeah. Just use the sling ring and just go back to fucking New York.
But there's no range to that thing. Is there a range to that? There's no range to that thing.
That nigga can go to different dimensions with that thing.
Exactly. So, this is his own fault.
Yeah. I mean, and even when the Guardians get there, I mean, like, just open up a portal and hop through.
You know what? I got a lot of stuff to say when we get to Infinity War and Endgame. I got a lot of stuff to say now.
Bet.
All right. So we gonna get
close it there. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Man 2 is I think it's solid. I think it's good. I feel like at the time people were saying it wasn't that great. If people had some real negative, they were saying it wasn't as good, or it was kind of like a drop off. But I was like, Iron Man 2 is pretty sick as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, me too.
We didn't really talk about Scarlett Johansson's debut as Black Widow that much, other than I think it was pretty solid. I think it's pretty good.
No, good. She showed up. She did her undercover thing. No one suspected her until she wanted to be suspected. And then even when she was known by Tony, she's like, don't say anything or I will kill you. And he's all like, dang, you're good at your job. And he's like, get out of here.
Yeah, the iconic shot of him being inside that donut is funny.
Yeah.
But also every time, the boy shows up as
Nick Fury,
that was great.
That's good stuff. The
beginning of the after credit scenes. Also the beginning of them fucking mattering at all in Iron Man 1 when it's like Nick Fury is, I'm putting together a team, the iconic I'm putting together a team line. That, the beginning and end of after credit scenes mattering at all and being actually connected.
Because in Incredible Hulk, he had an end credit scene in Incredible Hulk.
Right. Yeah.
Tells Ross, like, hey, yo, we're gonna make a team. And then in Iron Man 2, again, another end credit scene where Coulson goes to
New Mexico.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then there were, but the first like 10 after credit scenes I think were good.
Yeah.
Because even Age of Ultron was like, or the one before that. What was the one before that?
I don't know. But basically, after they started saying this character will be back, like once they start doing that, that's when I feel like they stopped.
It was like the end of Winter Soldier when they, when the after credit scene,
Winter Soldier. That's
it hinted at Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Okay, yeah.
Because it showed that they even had Loki's scepter.
Show the Loki scepter in that scene?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember. I don't remember that part of the scene. I remember them being in the 2 boxes and her lifting up the 3 cubes and
smashing them together,
smashing them to the wall. It's just like, what are you doing, dog?
Yeah. Get a grip on yourself.
It's like, come on, bro.
But I remember that cameo of like seeing the 2 of them being like, wow, they're bringing those 2 guys in. Was like, oh, okay, cool, more characters and stuff like that. Seeing Quicksilver was cool, but also just seeing Scarlet Witch, like her initial kind of like debut was like, oh, she's creepy.
Yeah,
like solidly creepy, and the way she crushed those blocks together, I was like, never mind, bro. All right, bro.
Leave her alone.
Where she crushed those fucking blocks together and it just hard cuts off. I was like, oh shit.
Mm.
Keep this nigga away from me,
Keep her
bro.
in the box.
She's lost it, bro.
In the box. All right. You want to get a little rating for the 3 movies? Do you want to give them? Do you want to give the rating for 3 of the 3 movies separately or together? Because then that would dictate our ratings later on down the line. Because if one's like really bad, is that going to tank the overall rating out of the 3 movies? Or if 2 are real bad, but one is like phenomenal, then that could like tank it. Or rank them individually. That way, no matter what, everything's clean.
I would say give an individual rank for each one, but then also just a general. What do you think about the start of the MCU?
What about later though? When we're in the middle of the MCU and at the end? Well, it's not ended yet, but when we're in the middle.
I would say that I'm just saying like give a general, not necessarily a score. Just give a general vibe. Like, what do you really feel like the vibe of these first 3 kind of beginner movies?
Good.
We're
going somewhere.
I agree.
We could do great things.
The
That's
Hulk,
the vibe. We could do great things.
We could do great things. I think the Hulk. There's a lot of like recasts. Hulk gets recast. Rhodey gets recast.
Yeah.
So out the gate, we don't really have a lot of like
solid
consistency. We're starting off from a place of not consistency. We get more consistent into the middle, but Thor comes back. I mean, he doesn't come back. I mean, his debut, all of his characters stay themselves. Nobody gets recast.
Except for that one guy in the whatever 3.
Who?
The one of the characters.
Oh, yeah, one of the
3, whatever.
The Warriors 3 or whatever.
There we go. One of those guys get changed out.
They do, yeah. One of those guys.
Background character.
Yeah. Who cares? But yeah, the main guys, and then Cap shows up. He's dope. We have the same guy who plays Bucky Barnes becomes Winter Soldier.
We're not there.
I'm just saying this entire beginning. I'm saying everything pre-Avengers.
Well, then we have to wait until we get till we have to wait till we get to Avengers to say pre-Avengers. Then because we're still in. As of right now, no one else exists.
Yeah, no one else exists. We're only at Hulk and Iron Man at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from these individual, the only thing we have next is Thor and Cap.
And Iron Man 3.
No, then Avengers, then Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is after Avengers.
Oh, okay. So Iron Man, so Thor, Cap, then Iron Man.
Yeah. No, Thor, Cap, then Avengers.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said Iron Man.
No, I didn't. So
Thor, Cap, Iron Man. So no, Thor, Cap, and Avengers. So Avengers, just the first Avengers.
Yeah. So then at that point, that's when we will say the beginning of the MCU.
Yeah, that is the beginning of the MCU.
Yeah, so we can't say anything
those
about it
first
now.
Established movies of interweaving and interconnecting these movies, having Hawkeye's debut in Thor and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say just these first 3 movies, they do just feel like they were like, hey, let's try to do this. It still feels like we're in that beginning stages of the Fox movies of X-Men, Spider-Man, the previous Hulk. It's like, yeah, let's drop this Hulk movie. That's the most loose one. It barely fits into the MCU.
Right.
But then we do Iron Man 1. It does really good. They're like, go ahead and go make a 2.
All right, let's connect those up.
And so they're thinking we're going to do Thor and Cap. But they're like, before we do that, hit the next Iron Man. Because it's going to take a little bit more time for us to get those 2 off the ground.
Exactly.
So I think there's a good idea. Just go ahead and just go Iron Man 2. And so I like Iron Man 2. I think I like Iron Man 1 and 2. I think they're pretty solid. I think people just say like 2 and 3 Iron Man. They say they kind of fall off. I don't know. I like the Iron Man trilogy. I think they're all straight.
Yeah, they're dope.
So yeah, I don't know about that. I think Hulk is underrated.
Most definitely.
I don't think it's peak though, but it is underrated.
Well, I wouldn't call it. Yeah, not peak. Underrated simply because Hulk, just the showing of the Hulk and what he's capable of doing in that form is, in my opinion, way more. He's more versatile in that form than he is in the MCU, simply because this Hulk has way more agility and way more creativity to him than the MCU Hulk does. Not even after he becomes Professor Hulk, he's not as creative with his destruction, and he's not as agile as 08 Hulk.
Yeah, 08 Hulk, that's the thing, is we were talking about like, creativity and really trying something different with these characters and really trying to like, what are you trying to convey? Because with 08 Hulk, like we said, he looks like a monster, the way his eyes and face and his teeth and his like sunken in eyes and the way they look and the way he looks like a monster. And
Yep.
just the striations of his muscles and fiber and tendons and bones, and it's like you said, the way he's creative and he uses the cards as boxing gloves and
The way his agility, parkouring all over the place.
yeah, just using the environment and using
Weapons.
he used he would use the environment and stuff like that, and then and then it just got to a point where it's like just green Mark Ruffalo is fine, and it's like all right,
that'll do.
that'll do, pig, that'll do.
This is crazy.
And it's like, nah, bro, that's not the move. So yeah, they definitely got to get back to that, just not for Hulk, but for all the characters. For every character, is like really get back to that level of
creativity,
flow,
make them more special.
Texture. I think that's the word I'm kind of looking for is texture. You can see
in the Iron Man suit,
you can see
too glossy.
Yeah, you can see like sweat beads on like even the CGI characters. You can see all of this stuff, and you can see the fire and the embers and the dirt and the scratches and the cuts and the blood, and it's like you can see like a little bit more detail, and I think it's gotten way flatter.
Yeah. So first 3 rating out of, I'm gonna give it a individually.
Individually, first I say Hulk 7, Iron Man 9, Iron Man 2, 8.
Okay. I'm gonna give Hulk a 8, Iron Man 9, Iron Man 2, 8.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember those numbers.
Yeah, well, at least we'll have an audio recording, for posterity, so we'll remember. Anyway, final thoughts, closing thoughts.
Final thoughts is that the Jericho missile should be hitting your house at any moment now. So be ready.
Yeah. And goodbye.
And see you later.
Yeah, I do also like he creates the Jericho missile and then we just never use it ever again.
Exactly.
Just no one ever talks about it.
It was the first stage in repulsion technology.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm gonna keep that for myself. Actually,
right? Yeah.
That's too dangerous.
We should probably use this against the Chitauri or whatever. It's like,
nah, we'll just send a nuke to New York.
Yeah.
We'll just send a nuke. Kill everyone in New York instead.
Right. Absurd that was it's like terrible idea. I like how that also wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, no.
They would have nuked New York and
more Chitauri still would have been coming through. It's like, oh, that didn't work?
Oh, shit.
So, all right, we're going to catch y'all in the next one.
Yeah, see ya.
We're going to see y'all later.
Peace out. War, peace.
Destruction.
Peace, war.
Annihilation.
Violence.
Incredible abomination.
Destruction.
Something in the fever I cannot control.